Alright. Girls from Atlanta, call me Santa. Girls from Australia, what can I tell ya? I just love you so much. I just had to handle something bigger than us. PREMulous was really to show you my love, make sure you're good till the day that we meet up. Now I gotta send it on. Google it does see a plan. Hey, Google it does see a plans. What was the year that they said yes last? But I was on memory going like that. I don't remember nothing but the rest. Let's go. I am. Corporate America hit Survivor. Oh my god. Sup, chat? Did I see the AI stuff? Well, you talking about people bitching because Sega is using AI in development? I told you already they were doing that. I said that they were doing that. I said most developers are already doing it. They're just lying to you because they're afraid of the backlash. That's what I said, right? Like, if you said Nintendo were doing it, I'd be surprised, because Nintendo are typically draconian. But Sega? Of course they were doing it! They're all doing it, they're just hiding it, okay? It's like ghostwriters. I'm surprised they admitted it. I thought they were just gonna hold on to it like, no one's caught us, we're just gonna keep doing it.
Don't let them surround you.
There should be more guns in the trunk.
Sonic Heroes AI remake hint?
Here, strap these on.
Look, if Sega don't remake it, it's still getting remade somehow.
This isn't enough. We should still head to the police.
Exactly. All these Do you know what really pissed me off though? And you know, I need to set up my light before I get too carried away. Do you know what really pissed me off about this whole AI shit? Listen, man, this is what pissed me off. These motherfuckers brought back Tupac from the dead. The greatest rapper that ever lived. They brought this nigga back from the dead. Right? He didn't consent to that. He was dead. And all people cared about was, but did they use AI for his voice? Oh, they didn't use AI for his voice? Then it's ethically good now. They brought him back from the dead. I'm pretty sure using his voice is probably the least of their concerns ethically. The only reason they're not using his voice is because they're mad about AI backlash. But you brought him back from the dead anyway. You might as well have used his fucking voice. So we're gonna see his face remodeled in a video game, but then here's some Anthony Mackie type imitator trying to redo his voice. You know how hard it is to sound like Tupac? He hasn't got one of those regular sounding voices. He's not some random white woman in America, okay? Like, he's got one of them DMX style voices. Like, you can't just replicate it. You're gonna have to get some sound alike.
Let me see what I can do.
Might as well fucking use his voice. Like, how could you virtue signal that? Like, well, they didn't AI his voice, so it's fine.
More tremors.
He's dead! They still brought him back from the dead. Like, you might as well go all the way. It's like you're driving on the road and the speed limit is 70 miles an hour and you're going 150 and you're like, well, I mean, at least I didn't go 160. I mean, I ain't crazy, right? Like, I was only 150. You're over double the limit. You might as well go 160. If you get hit, you're gonna die at 150. You might as well go 160 at that point. Why are you virtue signaling now?
These are goddamn breach points.
Ali, is that you? Nintendo got blood on their hands for Midday Street. Man, this ain't Nintendo. Come on. I missed the Xbox stream because I didn't even know what was fucking happening. No one told me, so... No one told me that shit.
Alright. That gear said they're stuck.
They revealed Game of the Year 2027, and I wasn't even streaming to react to this shit. I was pissed about that, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I had a tear in my eye when I saw the trailer, but...
Through here.
Man, 25 years, I wanted to see that shit live. How is it my fault, man? I didn't know the event was happening. No one told me. You know how hard it is to keep up with this shit now? There's like 50 million events. Jeff Keighley split E3 into like 50 different Horcruxes, and we have to find all of them.
Where the hell did you lot come from?
Like, oh my god. That Crazy Taxi looks so good.
We need to make ourselves
The only thing that could ruin it is if it's too short. That shit better be a full-blown experience. I mean, I love the Dreamcast games, but there's not as much content. They need to have a game that you feel like you can sink hours into. Like, I want the game to be so, like, in-depth that you get bored of playing the same 5 songs over and over again, and you gotta, like, put your playlist on type shit. Bradley didn't tell me. Bradley did not tell me. Bradley did not message me to say there was an Xbox event. The only thing Bradley messages me about is Doom. Did you see that adding online of 5 new cities? I haven't seen much details about it except for the trailer. But yeah, what I really want to know is like, what is the length? Like, how much content is there? Because it looks fire. So as far as I'm concerned, they've nailed that. Also, is BD Joe confirmed? We need BD Joe. Oh yeah, I just remembered. I want to get through this whole event before the direct starts. And we're kind of lagging behind, so I'm going to have to, like, up the speed on the event. How's the volume levels, actually? I'm going to have to up the speed on the event. So if the gameplay looks too fast, that's because we're running late. There's B-roll gameplay on Gaming Interview Channel. Oh shit. Okay, remind me after the direct. We're gonna have to revisit some of that, or visit for the first time. I'm gonna have to find all the links I can on Crazy Taxi. I'm gonna have to find all the links I can on that and just consume, because I need that in my life. I need Crazy Taxi in my veins, okay? For real. Someone said BD Joe is more iconic to me because of All Stars Racing. I don't know him from Crazy Taxi. I know him from the Sonic. Okay? I, for one, only know BD Joe from Sega Heroes. Bet you guys don't remember that game. See, this is the reason why I be sleeping through events. They be showing all this shit, and then they go and sneak in Game of the Year somewhere in the middle.
Marcus Phoenix.
Gears of War, E-Day. Was the mission mode or all version of Crazy Taxi? I had Crazy Taxi 2 as a kid, and it definitely had it. I don't remember if it was on 1. And I played 3 as well. If you're younger than me, I mean, to be fair, Crazy Taxi has been dormant for a long time. They gotta keep your attention somehow.
Welcome to the Xbox Game Showcase.
It's the new CEO, right? Apparently everyone's saying she's bad and Phil Spencer. I don't know if they're just saying that, or if she's actually done something. Did I hear the Prince of Persia remake got cancelled? That shit got cancelled years ago, they just told us recently.
It's only fitting that as we return to Xbox, we return to Gears. So today, we're announcing that Gears of War E-Day will be an Xbox console exclusive.
An exclusive? That's why they like her, because she's bringing back exclusives. We were so close to eliminating exclusives. We eliminated Xbox, Sony was caving, Nintendo were the last real holdouts. Now Xbox is bringing back exclusives, Sony's bringing back exclusives. We were this close. This close. Like, I saw something on Twitter the other day, they said PS4 emulation is making huge progress. And I sat there for a second, I was like, oh, that's cool. What games am I gonna play on the PS4 emulator? All the good shit got ported. Spider-Man got ported. Like, the fuck am I playing on that shit?
Her fingers gripped so tightly in mine that her nails drew blood. Until I lost her grip. But she stayed away.
Yeah, not getting Wolverine on PC is gonna suck. I mean, I have a PS5.
Does stick in the memory,
It's collecting dust, but I have one, that's for sure.
I know why you're here. You want to talk about them?
Infamous? Man,
Real heroes.
You ever seen a legend in the flesh?
we were so close to killing emulation. Like, PC ports are becoming a standard.
Beasts.
And then these console people wanted to just,
None of that matters.
Look what the guild shut down.
You know what I'm waiting for, and I've said it multiple times, and I'm gonna say it again. When the phones get powerful enough, it will kill the consoles. I keep saying this shit because it's true. There's a threshold where the phones get powerful enough, where the consoles start to take a hit in sales.
Just sent my brother into the infinite fucking abyss without even
Once the
asking
phones can play all the big boy games, that's it.
Remorse is for the guilty. Look, I will tell you what I told them.
Aren't many exclusives funded and only exist under the context that they're exclusives?
I'm going to mend it.
But if the game could exist and make money on one piece of hardware, why wouldn't it make money on other pieces of hardware? Like, are you really telling me that if Nintendo didn't make hardware, that no one would buy Mario Kart?
And that hero.
Like, if the Wii U, well, the Wii U did flop. If the Wii U flopped so bad that they didn't make a Switch, and they said we're putting Mario Kart 8 or Deluxe or whatever on everything else because we're not making hardware anymore, do you really think Mario Kart 8 wouldn't have sold on PlayStation or on Xbox or on PC? Bloodborne on PC is the only reason why anyone installs PS4 emulator. Yeah, like emulation, like I used to be so excited about emulation, and now like more games get imported combined of like all these decomps and recomps. I look at emulation like,
You've heard the story.
I'm like, just port my shit.
The chief.
Snapchat and Android chips are getting crazy powerful. Yeah, literally. Because any multiplat that still runs on Switch 2, it means that the phones just have to get close to Switch 2 power, and they could run the same games.
Drop in, grab the goods.
Once the phones start getting ports, that's it.
Well, guess what? They noticed.
And because consoles have 5 to 7 year life cycles and phones are getting upgraded every year, they can catch up. Like Switch 2 came out when? 2025? So if they don't upgrade it till 2032, imagine what iPhones are gonna run, what kind of things iPhones are gonna run in like 2030.
This place?
Of course you gotta worry about PS6, which will probably come in the next few years. That will raise the bar again.
Freaky.
Have you enjoyed your stay so far, Demon?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're on the
How did
clock.
Unleashed look at 4K 120 in the recomp? I mean, it looked good. I mean, I'd already seen it in 4K because of emulation, but 120 was amazing. But there was some glitches in the game that prevented you from, I wouldn't say prevented you from beating it at 120, but there were some places where you could get stuck in walls and you'd have to restart the level. So I had to drop it back to 60 because of that. But that was ages ago. I haven't played in a while. I don't know if they ever fixed those issues. Hey, Renget. Oh my god, bro! I even forgot I had super chats. Holy shit, Marshall, with the $70 dub, bro. What's going on, man? I know you're semi-retired, but you showing up on my YouTube feed, low-key put a smile on my face. Love you, Prem. Thank you so much for the support, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, I lost monetization on this channel because to keep monetization, you have to get a certain amount of like watch hours every year. So they look at what views you got in the last year and they say if it hasn't hit a certain threshold, we'll take your monetization away. So like I got an email like I think a month ago or so, and they were like, yeah, your monetization's gone because your views are below that level, your watch time's below that level. So my channel's not even monetized anymore. So I'm literally just streaming for free. I even completely forgot that I had the super chat link. Not even super chat, the Streamlabs link up. The super chats don't work. For the Sonic channel though, because the views were so crazy, this is a bigger channel, even the residual views are still enough to keep the monetization. But yeah. When you rewatch old streams, yeah, I think I got a few views from old streams. But yeah, I think I'm due for a new handheld soon. I need to buy one of those DS handhelds like at some point because I haven't been gaming heavily recently, but like I think either this year or next year I'm gonna get a good handheld. I say maybe next year because I want to get one of those new MacBook Pros that they keep rumoring with the OLED. And if that happens late this year, then I need to save money for that. So I might get the new Mac this year. And then next year, whatever's the best handheld, I might buy that.
Feels like we're someplace totally different. Look out!
You ready for Frontiers Definitive Edition today? I mean, if it's there, it's there. But, I mean, if they're not really adding much, if it's just like include all the DLC, then I'm not really fussed. If they're not fixing pop-in or adding some crazy shit to it,
Was that supposed to be
like,
him?
I don't know.
Good times never seem to last long, do they?
I hate you, sneaky, stupid.
It's nice to play on the go. It runs all Switch games as well.
Shall we?
My problem with the handhelds is like, I get emulation is, you know, like ROMs and all that is technically not allowed, but like, every time you get a new handheld, you gotta set up the emulators again, and then certain things don't work, and you gotta troubleshoot. And then you have the handheld for like 6 months, and a bad handheld comes out, and you sell that handheld and get a bad handheld, and you gotta set up the emulators again, move your save data. It's just like,
I'd like to help too.
I wish that one day emulation could just be like a simple thing, and everyone could just use it like Spotify. You just pay like some subscription, and you just get all the ROMs. But that will never happen. Persona 4 Revival, February 18th, 2027. I still feel like 2027 is like centuries away, and it's like literally not. That sounds like game streaming. Well, you're not streaming the game. You're more like, you're paying for a license to keep playing them. But you're paying for the convenience of having all the ROMs in one place without painful setup, if you get what I mean. Like one service that just has everything, but you don't have to stream the gameplay. It's just like an interface, and you can play everything on it, like every old console. Like imagine like RetroArch, but like you don't have to do all the ROM fiddling around yourself. Like it's optimized, it just runs. All the ROMs are signed up to it from all the old systems.
Used to argue about what ended the world.
Like if one platform could do that, like the Netflix of emulation, I would pay the subscription.
A virus, something worse.
Most of the emulation stuff on the Thor is actually a lot more straightforward than people say. It's just emulating PC games and needs all the tweaking and stuff.
The world forgot.
Hey, Rain Gang. Hey, Rain Gang. Hey, Rain Gang. Marshall with the $5 donation. I just realized I haven't heard this song in so long. Just thinking about it. Not gonna lie, for a brief period of time, I thought you deleted your channel at one point. I kind of got paranoid and downloaded some of your live streams. Well, I mean, there's no reason to delete the stuff. I just wasn't active, but I understand that YouTubers are not like TV shows where everything's like heavily archived. Like, I remember some time a few years ago, I was randomly watching an Etika Christmas stream that showed up on my feed that someone had re-uploaded, and I was thinking about how like a whole YouTuber could have a whole career and then their content, their channel could be deleted, and that content is just gone. If you didn't save it, it's just not there. It's not like a good TV show where you could just find it on Netflix, or you could get the DVD, or you could download it. That content's gone if someone didn't save it, and there's no archive. If you wanted to tell your grandkids about Etika, it's like, you don't even have the stream saved. It's almost like it never happened. You know? It's kind of sad when you think about it. You know? The ROM subscription thing you're talking about won't almost never happen because companies are greedy and stuff. Oh yeah, it won't happen, right? Like, it just won't happen. You know? The closest thing you could get is like upload your own ROMs, but the service is seamless to use outside of that. You know, like the settings are already dialed in, but you still have to upload your own ROMs. But usually emulators just so much tinkering. And when you've got a handheld, you just want things to work, especially when it's like 10 to 20 different systems, and you just want everything to just work properly.
With our new free update,
there's a channel that archive Etika's content. I saw some of those. I don't think they were like fully everything though. I think it was like we've archived as much as we can, but there's still stuff missing.
In a furious battle to the death. Just remember to watch out for explosive barrels. Oh, I'm sure they're fine. Or skeleton snipe hunt, where the sharpest shooter with the highest score wins. Or maybe you just want to spawn this. and these, and one of those, and absolutely
This looks like
loads of
those
these.
Crash
Well, you get the
Bandicoot
idea.
4 graphics.
You can create a
You know them
cinematic
graphics?
masterpiece. With enhanced camera tools, you could show
I
romance.
see Kobe is back uploading again.
Action,
Yeah, he did like a
or
Metal
tragedy,
Sonic. Oh no, he did
or
like
maybe
top
just
Sonic
show the
bosses,
world
and of
from a
course
whole new
Metal Overload was
perspective.
in there because
Or you could even just
that's the
create a
Billy
place
Goat.
to
You already know
hide.
what it is.
Literally, if you want. Or you could come together for a party. Or maybe you want
Have
someone
I
you can
checked
just
Sonic
kick
Project
back and
Reedition? A lot of
relax.
stuff to put into it.
Whatever your
That's the
practical
Secret
pursuits
Rings
may be, you
remake,
can
right?
use your own keys to the
I mean, I don't remember the
seas.
last time I covered it.
There's
I covered it a
whole
few
new world
times.
of possibility
I might have to
ready
do like an
explore.
update on that
So
at some
dive in
point.
and unleash your
I don't know, man. I don't be
The
posting
tools are
Sonic
now in
content
your
like that.
hands. What
Like,
you do
I've
with
just
them
been off
is
it.
up to you. Just try not to wreck
But
the
who
place.
knows? Maybe later in the year. How much time we got into the direct? An hour 13 minutes, and we've got on this stream an hour 18 minutes. Okay, we're actually still lagging behind.
There is a liar in
I
these
might have to
tunnels.
speed up a bit more. 1.5x. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to speed this up. I mean, you guys have probably already seen the Xbox event,
It's
so
not your name.
you know.
Your name is Hunter.
I'm just skimming through it so I don't
This
miss
part,
anything because I
you
was
were a
asleep
legend.
when it happened.
You stood for something.
You can't watch people who have passed.
Where are the Spartans now?
I don't know, man. Like,
Protect the metro.
I got so many artists that I love who are dead. Tupac is dead.
You promised a brighter future.
Biggie is dead. Michael Jackson is dead. Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion,
In your name,
Mac Miller.
you swore
You
to
know,
crush
like-
the enemy, to face them head on, and guide the metro.
But it is bittersweet though when you watch a stream with someone who's not here. But it's just one of those things where sometimes you gotta reminisce.
Like a plague. It's you.
Nice bait. But Drake is here. Buried alive. Someone can dig him up.
Drowns you deeper. In lies.
Yep, barely. We're recapping the Xbox stream to see if we missed anything interesting.
Now, Hunter. That legendary Spartan is gone.
You're wondering if I've ever played the game Tori Saturn or heard of its soundtrack? I played one of those Tori games, or two of those Tori games. I don't know if it was Tori Saturn. Bradley says I have, so. Bradley's still unk, but his memory's better than mine, so. Metro 2039. The fact that 2039 is actually closer to us now than 2012 is crazy. We're closer to 2039 than 2012. Like, we're closer to 2039 than the release of the Wii U. That's insane. That's actually insane. Iceman was good. Of course. Goated. Music is kind of different, but when watching videos of people who passed the videos and live streams where they talk on a personal level, it just feels extra depressing. I guess my experience is different because literally when I got into Tupac, he was already dead. I was watching so many interviews of him back in high school and getting into his music, and he already wasn't here. So like, I never really knew him when he was alive. He died when I was 1. So like, the whole experience of him was being dead. You know? That's probably the only artist where my whole experience of them was, well, him and Biggie, those two. Oh, and Eazy-E as well, you know.
Countless wars have been waged throughout history in pursuit of the elixir.
We can see we got a Kendrick stan in the
A
chat.
champion rises, destined to
Someone
run
really
the
saying
gates of the
Iceman was his worst album. Obvious bait, but you know. You go into MJ's music the year before he died. I wasn't even heavily playing MJ before he died. I mean, obviously I heard some MJ, but I wasn't like playing it like that. I didn't realize people loved him that much when I was a kid, because in the 2000s, as you already know, the media was destroying him. So when I was growing up, they treat him like a disgraced celebrity, especially in the UK. You know, the UK was ruthless with their media. So I didn't know he was actually that loved. I was just like, I thought it was some washed up celeb with some big hits back in the day. And then when he died, then everyone switched up and they were airing it on TV, documentaries for over a week, talking about how great it was. I was like, So you people felt this way? But the whole time you were like destroying him in the media? If that's a switch up if I ever saw one. That's definitely a switch up. When I saw that, I was like, okay, now I gotta really look in and see what this is about, because I didn't realize you people really loved him like that. Because you could have fooled me. I'm watching at 2x speed. I'm watching at 1.5x speed. Bradley, he's a Kendrick stan, not because he said he didn't like Iceman, but because he said it was his worst album. Anyone can tell you that Iceman is not worse than Honestly Nevermind, right? Like, that's just, like, you're just saying that. Dangerous, best album. Dangerous is actually my most streamed MJ album on Spotify. But I wouldn't call it his best, though. I still think Thriller is his best. I think Thriller, then Bad, then Dangerous, then Off the Wall.
And some binds cannot be broken.
Do you think artists who died have this extra mystique around them, making them more legendary than they are? Of course! Of course! There was a whole, like, there was a guy that did a write-up talking about how MJ's death made him more legendary because he died. Because when the person dies, you can't sit there and criticize their actions the same way, because all that's left is the music. So it's like, you just think about how great the music is and all the antics go away, you know? Like, MJ's, like, estate, the money they're printing after he died is way more. Because in the 2000s, the media was clowning him and then he died, and they remember that they loved him, and then all the shit just went up again, right? And I imagine Kanye, too, as controversial as he is, when he dies, like, the way his shit's gonna go up is gonna be crazy. And then Drake as well, because Drake is one of those people that people like to clown him as a person, even though they know the music is good. And when he dies, they're gonna just go back and be like, you know what, like, he gave us some great music. Like, it's one of those ones where they don't want to admit it while he's here, they just won't allow it. But they know that when he's gone, they're gonna be like, yeah, that run was crazy. We might have had a resurgence, but This Is It tour did gross a lot before he died. I mean, yeah, a tour will definitely help for sure. But like, I do feel like death does something, because it makes you mythical in a sense, you know? It's just one of those things. Like, there's painters and things like that who their paintings weren't making no money when they were alive, and then after they died, they became legendary painters. They don't even know they were legendary. They died being struggling artists.
Our flock has been led astray by your acts of defiance.
Someone said old Drake was good, not this new shit he been dropping. Yeah, I've heard it all before. Bradley, I'll pay attention when I see something interesting. Oh, he's saying it because Doom is on the screen. He's glazing. Okay. I know Bradley already taken out the lotion, but
This place.
more Doom slot. Dying young equals aura. I was funny because the other day I saw a tweet that said Marilyn Monroe had just turned 100. Like, her 100th birthday was like the other day. Kind of crazy that if she had lived on some Betty White type shit, she could have still been alive today. Did Bradley really delete the comment about Doom? Petty ass Bradley, oh my god.
With a Slayer gone, have you not found peace?
Those graphics are crazy though. That shit is 4K. Like, I'm looking at this shit. I know my stream's not in 4K, but that shit is sharp. Your fucking series, Bradley? You weren't even alive when the series started. I remember when Sonic used to be your series. What happened to you, Bradley?
The Slayer is alive, and we're going to fight him.
Have I ever played a Telltale game? Walking Dead? Wolf Among Us? I haven't played any of those, no. Doom the Dark Ages Revelations? We already have a Revelations and it's Assassin's Creed. Your revelation's never beaten that. Oh, yeah, it's just Crazy Taxi. Oh wait, copyright music. Shit, I gotta like lower the volume on that. But yeah, this is Game of the Year 2027. It's already locked and loaded. I don't care what comes out in 2027. This is Game of the Year. I don't care if GTA 6 get delayed. It's still Game of the Year. Okay, I don't give a fuck. This is what we are here for. I shed a tear when I saw this for the first time. I shed a tear. Okay, you know, 25 years. 25 years we waited for this shit. And it looks so good too. Like, it looks so good. Like, I mean, obviously it's not like Sonic where you could easily fuck up momentum and all these other things that are hard to replicate. It's a driving game. Like they can't fuck it up, right? As long as they're decently competent, they should be fine. Ooh, original Xbox logo. What if a Sonic Heroes remake that's completely faithful to originals 2027? Like, completely faithful? Like, they didn't fuck it up at all? Then that would have to be Game of the Year. But in fact, that would be Game of the every period of time, period. Like, that would be like Game of the everything. You know? Someone said Crazy AI Taxi. Wait till you find out that the CPUs in video games run on AI. Oof. Every video game has AI in it. Like, oh my god, like this whole AI thing is so blown out of proportion. God. So they used AI. So what? When you play Street Fighter, you think when you play in the CPU, you think that's no AI? Bradley, if they put AI in Doom, you'd still buy it. So I don't want to hear it from you. I know you'd still buy Doom if they put AI in it. Which it already has AI in it, but if they put the new kind of AI that people decided they don't like. Yes, when I play Street Fighter 2, I'm actually fighting against a random guy connected from India. Exactly. They were calling the CPU AI for years, and now all of a sudden they're like, they used AI to help them code and save time, potentially reduce crunch, and get to see their families for a few more hours a week. Maybe still make the video game deadline without sleeping 2 hours a day. But they used AI. I'm not supporting that. What the fuck? They used AI to help them code? Not even for the arts? Just to help them with code? If they don't code every single piece of C++ themselves, I ain't buying. If every if statement isn't typed by a human, if a single method is coded by any form of large language model, I will not purchase. That if statement was not manually typed by a human. Back in my day, we had to type our if statements. Okay? Our for loops, our do whiles. We had to type them shits ourselves. And you're gonna just let some AI type your do whiles? It's not even better than a human. You have to read over it and proofread it and make sure it didn't mess something up. Humans never make mistakes while coding.
Take your seats before the lights go down and the curtain rises.
The funniest thing is the developers of Crazy Taxi wanted to use AI. Sega gave them a choice. That's actually funny. Like, so Sega said, you don't have to use it, but it will take you more work to get the job done. And they're like, no, we'll use it. No, that's cool. We'll use it. We don't have a problem with that.
Behold, the famous Jacob Venturo, stage magician extraordinaire.
The reason you're so retired is because you have a job? Well, I mean, I was working before though. You know, but ultimately, like, I lost interest in covering Sonic news. Not like permanently, but like,
he pulled Jacob from his infernal nightmare and offered a new deal.
What it is like, the Sonic franchise has a lot of dead space in between like releases. And usually during the drought periods, I would do other things, right? Like mods and fan games and reactions to stuff. But people didn't seem to care much about the other things. They just wanted the big news. But then they'll complain if you don't post, but then there's no news. So what am I supposed to post? And then in 2023, I did those AI tier list memes. And then everyone said they loved them and they wanted more. And then some people went on Twitter and said, we hate AI. Then all of a sudden they went and switched and said they hated it now. But they were still watching it. And that really annoyed me because, like, you came and supported it and then now you're looking at me like I'm a villain. So I stopped making those. And people weren't even showing up for the mods and the fan games anyway. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and fill up droughts with a bunch of random content. You know, I'll just wait for there to be real news. And then just talk about that. You know, I'm not gonna sit around just like looking for things to talk about. You know. Yeah, like covering the small shit. I used to do that all the time, but now I'm not so bothered. I mean, also part of that is just because, well, they don't make the shit I really want. You know, I mean, they make some decent stuff. I mean, I liked Frontiers, I liked Shadow Gems, but like the stuff I really want, they ain't making that.
What if you had within you power, terrible and divine, to destroy your enemies?
Do you consider ever doing other franchises bigger than Sonic?
Would you have the strength?
Well, I mean, I have a non-Sonic channel. I played other big games. I mean, I might stream GTA 6. I don't know. We'll see.
If destiny was there within reach.
What about making those YouTube Shorts videos for some additional revenue? YouTube Shorts for revenue? I could tell you don't make videos because everyone knows that Shorts don't make no real money. All the money's in long form videos or live streams if you get donations, obviously, but the money's in long form. Shorts are for like getting views. It's not for making money. Valor Mortis. Alright, we've got less than an hour. Okay, yeah, we'll make it in time. Even the one short you made that got 1 million. I'm telling you, shorts are not for making money. If you want to make real money, you need long form.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Shorts are just there to like help you get views and maybe get you some subscribers. Like, don't rely on shorts to make you money.
Are you ready to talk about planning?
You'll be thoroughly disappointed, like thoroughly.
Welcome to our Thieves Guild. Our members will show you the ropes. This job is going to
You can make real money by becoming the next hype guy. Honestly, like when it comes to being a Sonic tuber, it's not easy to make a full-time living off of it. It's just Sonic isn't as big as some other franchises, you know? And the ones who are doing it either post a lot of long-form video, like they're posting every day, or they stream. Because if you stream enough times, you get like a bunch of loyal viewers and some of them will donate, and the donations might carry you and allow you to pay your rent or whatever. But really and truly, you don't want to be relying on donations to pay your rent. It's too volatile. If your regular uploads can't do it and you're relying on donations, it's a lot riskier. But I'm not saying don't do it, but it's not something I would want to rely on. But also, I'm not as well liked as some other people, so I wouldn't be getting as many donations anyway. But personally speaking, it's just not the route I would go. How about TikTok money? TikTok is just like YouTube Shorts. It's small money. It's like short form video does not pay that much. Okay? It's just, it doesn't. If you want money, you gotta do long form or live streams or something. You didn't know it was starting this early? Did you miss anything major? The Direct hasn't started yet. We're recapping the Xbox event that I missed. Is this Flight Simulator? Mod revoke required. I mean, I'm not gonna demod Braille, okay? What's the Kick account actually for when you stream on here? I just created it because there was a period where people said that Kick was gonna take over, and I just wanted to secure my username. And at that point I was deciding whether I wanted to like dual stream over there. That's why I created the account.
Here,
but I ended up not really using it.
The wind passes without a sound. People move within.
Where winds meet.
The Moists move in secrecy, renowned for their mastery of mechanisms. As the old order begins to fall, no one can remain untouched. When all is obscured, the battle has only just
3D Mario coming next year, don't get your hopes up. I can't believe they're taking a decade to make this 3D Mario. It can't be that crazy that we're waiting a decade.
It's your game to decide.
This looks kind of fun. Did it say PC? Oh yeah, where wins me. Okay, I might check that out.
Dracula's castle is just ahead. I have come here to destroy you, just like my father, mother, and their allies before me.
Do we really need another 3D Mario, right? Yes, we do. The fuck?
No,
Donkey Kong's not replacing Mario.
Would be a girl.
What we really need though is some Mario Maker love though. Give me a Mario Maker Switch 2 version. Okay? Give me arms too! I want more arms!
You are no more than a irritating thing. What makes you think you can stop me this time?
I've always wanted a pet Belmont.
Stupid girl. I will show you what hell is.
I am Rose Belmont, and I will hunt the night.
October? Getting close to GTA territory there. Hey, ring in. Hey, ring in. Hey, ring in. Marshall with another $5. Thank you so much for the support. I think it's absolutely fine if you want to semi-retire, fully retire, and we as noise aren't owed anything. It's your channel, it's the decision. But at least send out YouTube posts to inform your fans. Genuinely thought you pulled a twit. But that, I mean, the reason why I don't make posts like that is because I didn't decide anything. I didn't really like make some kind of decision to be like, I will never show up again and this is it. It wasn't really like that. It was more like I didn't feel like posting and I was occupied and I just didn't post. It wasn't like some kind of disappearance thing. I figured I'd post again at some point, but I kind of just removed my obligation to post all the time. Like I used to feel like I had to like post every time something happened, and I just kind of said, you know what, I'm not gonna do that anymore. But that doesn't mean like never post again. It's just more like it's not gonna be as consistent. What is this Vivarium game? Because like this kind of art style is kind of fire. I might have to take a look at that. Oh, I need to look at that other, what's that game called? Wonder Stars? The Pokemon type game? I need to play that.
World premiere.
Atlas. You got used to YouTubers pulling a disappearing act? I mean, it is fascinating because, like, when I posted on the Sonic channel, all the comments were like, we thought you were gone, we thought you'd never come back. And I was just like, damn, people really realized I was gone? I was actually a bit baffled. I mean, obviously, I see myself every day, so I don't really think of myself as disappeared. So when I post, I'm just like, oh, I haven't posted in a while, I'll post this reaction. And people are acting like I just, like, abandoned people. I'm like, really? Because I assume, like, the viewers, obviously, they got their own lives. There's plenty of other Sonic creators. There's tons to watch. Oh, Persona 6, okay. There's tons of other creators to watch. There's so much Sonic content that if one person stops posting, there will be more Sonic content. Like, you guys will be fine, right? But, you know, people actually notice the gaps. Oh yeah, I saw this as well. This is the other thing I saw from this event, the Spyro trailer. I'll definitely have to be getting this. I mean, I still prefer Crash over Spyro, but I'll still play this. So I'm gonna say you're the Tupac of Sonic Tubers. Damn, like that's crazy. That's like the Billy Goat. That's like there's no one greater type shit. Hey, ranking. Hey, ranking. Marshall with the $5. Unc realizing his fans who really like it. Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? And I don't want to sound ungrateful because that's not what I'm trying to convey. But like, I have 180,000 subscribers on the Sonic channel, I remember I spent years saying, hey, like I got this other channel where I play other games, like please check it out. And most people are just like, I don't see no Sonic here, I ain't watching that. So in my head I was like, they don't really care about me, right? They just want to see me talk about Sonic. But if it's about Sonic and it's not about me, then if I leave, then Sonic's not going anywhere. Like, Sonic will be here when I die. So as far as I'm concerned, like, nothing's really gone. So that's why I was a bit baffled. Now, PREMulous is different because people subscribed here because they want to see more of me play whatever. So that's a bit different. But with the Sonic channel, I'm like, it's a Sonic channel. And Sonic will remain, right? As far as I'm concerned, it's like if I made a YouTube channel that was a Taylor Swift fan page, and then I stopped posting, Taylor Swift fans will find another Taylor Swift fan page to subscribe to, right? Like, it is what it is.
Time to lay our hands to mischief.
We've been preparing to rob Griswold's vault for months now. To put in the heist tonight, yeah? Morgan, get to that crane to lower the ship.
Yeah, I know she was going with Sonic stuff. Stop coming up on my feed when you open YouTube. Damn, that's crazy. I think a lot of Sonic fans watch so much Sonic content that even if one Sonic tuber stopped posting, there'll be other Sonic tuber content in their feed.
You were all doing so well.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
Binging my Spark streams while I was gone. I need to replay Spark 3 because that game is lit. The guy that made Spark 3 also made a F-Zero type game as well, so I need to play that. I also want to play the new Bubsy game. People are saying it's decent. I don't know when I'm gonna get time to stream that though.
This life ain't one for granting easy choices.
The rest of the Sonic channels are getting involved in drama. I haven't heard about any drama recently.
In our favor. Brought you a little toy with a big mouth.
Usually if there's drama, Gamer Guy will tell me because he's the one that always brings shit like that up. What's my thoughts on the Sonic model thing? Which model?
Nothing's ever given to folk like us, especially not the future. But this time, we've a chance to steal it. What more can honest thief ask for?
Games Cage is getting crazy hate on Twitter for being excited over Crazy Taxi. He's getting hate for being hyped about something. Well, because it's not Sonic? Oh, because of the AI oh. Oh my gosh.
Clockwork Revolution is an original experience
that's
full of
ridiculous.
Characters and incredible world building. And it's an
do you know why it's pissing me off, right? Because it's still Sega. Sega has basically said we use AI. So anyone who is saying why is he hyped for Crazy Taxi when he uses AI, I better not see you buy any Sonic product. I better not see you watching the Nintendo Direct waiting for a Sonic product. They just said, Sega just said we use it. It's not just Crazy Taxi. It's the company has come out and said we're using this shit. So if you're gonna be mad at someone for being hyped for Crazy Taxi because of AI, you better not be looking forward to new Persona. You better not be looking forward to no new Sonic. You better be boycotting everything Sega. I don't want to hear you talk about Sega. Sega shouldn't even be in your vocabulary. If someone tells you to say "God," you say nothing.
First look at DMZ, reimagined in a way that only Call of Duty can deliver.
Like, it's all or nothing. Like, you can't just be half on. You can't just be like, well, I'll just not play Crazy Taxi then. It's Sega. Sega stamped it. So they're publishing it. They've said, well, we're willing to publish games that are coded with the assistance of generative AI. So if you want to stand your ground, I don't want to see you buy no Sonic. Otherwise, I don't want to see you witch hunting anyone who's hyped for Crazy Taxi when you're gonna go buy the new Sonic anyway. Sonic fans find any way to defend Sonic when he uses AI. It's like, yeah, when Sonic does it, then the mental gymnastics happen, right? And I can't stand hypocrisy. Okay, I can't stand that shit. So
I'm gonna head downstairs real quick. See if there's any weapons or gear laying around.
No, that's a negative. That's not what we're here.
I'm gonna be fine. It's only gonna take 2 seconds.
I say again, that's a negative.
Expedition 33 lost its Game of the Year award because it used placeholder textures generated by AI, and one was accidentally the thing that people found it revoked the award.
He's down. Let's go help.
I think I heard about that when it happened. That was some ridiculous shit. A texture? They acting like they prompted the whole game. Like they just went onto like a website and says, "Make me game of the year game," and then the game, like, a texture, really? In 10 years from now, people are gonna look back on that and be like, "That was fucking ridiculous. How did that even happen?" That's like taking away someone's Grammy because they had a writer. Like, really?
What's up?
Like, ridiculous. And quite frankly speaking, if we ever got to a point where AI could generate an entire game from just a prompt, and that game won a game award, that speaks more to the state of gaming if it was able to win a game award in the first place. Let me tell you something, okay? I work in music, alright? There's this tool called Suno, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't, where it generates songs from a prompt using AI. But certain people who have a certain ear, like musicians, and certain people just are able to tell when it's AI because it has a certain sound to it. So if you use it, people will eventually find out that it sounds like AI and you didn't actually make it yourself. So what they do is they hire people to replay what the AI already made, so that it sounds human-made, but the whole melody and the idea and all the everything was generated by the AI tool. And you just replayed it effectively. It's almost like imagine there was an AI tool to develop video games, and it coded the whole game for you.
I'm inside.
But then you just retyped the code yourself to be like, I coded this game. But it's like, no, the AI made the whole game. You just retyped the code to say that, yeah, look at me, I'm coding the game. That's what they're doing now. I've gotten jobs. I'm a producer. I've gotten jobs like, AI generated this beat, but it sounds AI-y. Can you remake it with real software so that no one can tell? And I'll get paid, and I'll remake it, and I'll give it to them, and they'll release it. And no one have any idea that they used AI to make the song, because it won't sound like it, because I actually went and redid it. It's like remaking the game. Like, I remake the song for them, and then I take a fee, and then I just give it to them. So when people are so anti the tools, it's like you don't even know what you're consuming, because there's a good chance you're consuming some shit that was using it, and you have no idea. Even a YouTuber who doesn't sound like AI, is not filming with AI, they could use ChatGPT to write their script, and then they go and record the script. They still use AI. Now, they don't have to tell you they use GPT. They could lie. There's people who are trying to find ways of figuring out when it's GPT, because GPT has a certain way of speaking. But if you use a different AI tool, it doesn't speak the same way. But people are doing things like this already, just generating scripts with AI and then just recording them themselves, so it doesn't sound like it's AI. But they still use the AI. So stick to old stuff. I mean, yeah, if you want to put yourself in a time capsule where you only consume content before 2020, then I guess that could work.
It's a day of unimaginable loss that sits
But,
at the heart
you
of our
know,
universe. And today, for the first
that,
time,
to me, that's
we're
a
ready to
bit
take you
sad.
inside the studio and show you all the ways to play with our new movements, weapons,
Plus, there's
and
also
modes
things
that
you
will
could
make
do to
EA the
manipulate
most
old
brutally
stuff as well.
satisfying Gears yet.
Like, AI tools can edit videos and change things. Like, imagine if you're watching an old sitcom on streaming services, and they go in and they edit something using AI, like remove an item from a shot, even though the show came out in 1995 or something, and they don't tell anyone. How would you know? You better have your physical media then, because otherwise, you know.
The moment the Locust ripped through the ground and changed the history of Sarah forever. And to tell that story, we wanted to build an experience that evoked the vibes of the original Gears game.
My problem is that I just want artists to make use of their own original creative ideas. I want original environments and song games and stuff. Well, they had years to make original environments, and all they did was kept bringing back Green Hill Zone and Chemical Plant Sky Sanctuary. We gave them a chance. They didn't take the opportunities that were presented to them.
Haven't been able to tell before because we didn't have the technology to do it. We finally
As a software engineer, I promise you in 5 years, no one will care AI is everywhere already.
level of detail.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where people just want to be mad at something. That's all it is. Like, really. Like, people are still being creative, right? And AI is only going to help the indie scene even further, because it's going to allow indie devs to make bigger, more expensive games that before you would have needed a big team for. You might be able to get games on a scale of a GTA 5 or a Burnout Paradise with an indie team. Whereas before you needed a big team to do that, now an indie team will be able to do that. And as long as you're like using your own creativity and directing the project, and the game is fun, then why not?
It's a return to the feelings that we had when we played the original games, but now reimagined, evolved, and enhanced with the power of
Someone said these newer games aren't as good as the old ones mechanically anyway. We still play catch up to PS2 and PS3 era games. I mean, the only thing that ruined modern games for me, and not to hate on modern games, but it's the fact that everything's always online, which means they can afford to keep selling you shit. Like microtransactions, pay-to-win mechanics, like overly grindy shit. They couldn't do that when the whole game was on the disc, so they had to make it fair. Because it's like, they're not going to make more money for milking you, so they might as well just make the unlocks fair.
Carlos died in combat in a moment of sacrifice before the war ended, and without him, Marcus and Dom's
Dev time will
relationship
go
is
down massively as tools get better. We can enter a huge gaming boom. For me, what I want to see is indie devs take advantage of this. Like, I don't care about the AAA devs because, you know, they're AAA. I want to see indie devs make bigger shit as a result of these tools. Also, I want to see AI make remakes simpler. Like, I mentioned this in a previous stream, but I talked about there'll probably be an AI tool at some point where it could remake an entire game based off just footage. So if you had an old, I don't know, an old platformer, and you showed like extensive footage of the game being played, it could take that footage and then port it to PC with a native port, and the AI would remake it off of footage. And maybe it won't be 100% accurate, it might be like 90% accurate, and you have to get like a real developer to like fix the little inaccuracies and whatnot. But it will create like a remake boom to where AAA devs won't be able to gatekeep ports and remakes. Indie devs won't do it because they'll get backlash. They'll do it, and people will consume it.
We also looked right outside these windows at the mountains, the ocean, and local landmarks to help give Kelowna its unique.
I'm telling you, this AI backlash is not as big as you think it is. Okay, people are hyping it up on social media. I guarantee you, this is the new normal. It's coming. Get used to it.
Reshaped by decades of industrial growth. Military airfield set at the forest edge with shipyards nearby.
I'm graduating in December with my computer science degree. Family members been saying if I become a software engineer, I won't have a job in a couple years because of AI. What's your take? I have a software engineering degree as well since I graduated 9 years ago. And I don't work as a software engineer now. That's not me saying you shouldn't do it. The problem is this, right? This is how it's supposed to work in the industry. You're supposed to graduate, work your way into the industry as a junior developer, you do a lot of the coding, and then the senior devs come in and like correct what you've done and like tweak it and then submit it, right? Because of AI is doing a lot of the junior dev work, the grunt work, the brunt work, whatever you call it. So they'll keep the senior devs to oversee the AI and correct what the AI gets wrong, and then use the AI to do what the junior devs were doing. So in a way, it's like getting in is so much harder because they're replacing the entry points with AI. But if you're already in the senior level, it's like, well, they're gonna keep you because someone has to watch over the AI. So it's like the getting in is now the hard part. I think it should also be worth looking into maybe making something yourself that you could potentially make money off of. But I don't really have all the answers when it comes to that.
We get these amazing Gears playgrounds, small and large, where all these elements come together, and the city is filled with them.
Our missions move across the city, from linear fights in narrow streets and alleys to more.
Have you seen the TED talk of the guy that runs the They Are Ruined It channel? He makes a lot of sense in the video that I agree with. I know about that channel, but I didn't know he had a TED talk. I might need to check that out actually.
Take them all out with your long shot. It's up to you. And if you're playing co-op with your friends, well, then you can try all three at the same time.
What if we get to a point where the AI ends up creating AI? Well, then it's really there's comparing to humans then, because humans create humans, so AI will create AI.
You still have your orders. It's up to you to decide where you offer to help or how much of the city you choose to explore.
And that city is fully realized.
Someone said as someone that graduated 2 years ago software engineering, you won't really get shit to no junior entry level jobs. Yeah, the entry level is the hard part. That's the hard part right now. But I think a lot of people will have to learn to build their own shit and not rely solely on companies, because it's a lot harder now to get in.
But the board control is connected to an older antenna. I can reconfigure the radios to reach Afira.
I've noticed a lot of people around my age complaining to hate AI because they hear people around them saying it's bad, but they don't even know the central issues. I mean, I can understand people being upset about the job situation. That makes sense. But like, some people just bring up all sorts of random arguments like, all the Earth's water is gonna disappear because you use ChatGPT. Like, what the fuck? Where did you get that from?
To find refuge in subways or stores. A glimpse of
Like, no, we're not gonna run out of water. The fuck?
What's been lost and the horror.
We've been here for millions of years. We haven't run out yet, and you think ChatGPT is gonna remove all the water from the planet? Okay.
You'll experience the locust decimation at all scales in E-Day through our customized destruction technology. E-holes are back, unleashing waves of enemies.
There's a prospect of a robot uprising and a risk that the AI believe humans to be in the way. Well, I mean, like a million movies have been made on that. But the fact of the matter is, for AI to take over, it would have to be smarter than us. And if it was smarter than us, it wouldn't start wars. Right? If AI was really that much smarter than us, we would be like insignificant to them, right?
Your impact is real.
Like, do you go around the sewer looking for sewer rats to kill? You just see it like, oh, that's a sewer rat. If the AI is really that intelligent, they're not looking at us puny humans like, we need to exterminate them on some Terminator shit. They're like, look at these idiots. 2026, they're still fighting wars. Look at these idiots. The AI will be so smart, they'll fucking fly to another solar system and build a whole empire. They're not worried about Earth. The Earth is like a sewer to them at that point. But there's also other dystopian things that could happen too. For example, like, if you can't beat them, join them, right? Humans might get brain chips so they could think like AI. So they might end up competing with the AI because they're becoming cyborgs.
You okay? No way, this is real. It's pretty fucking real to me.
To be fair, we've already eradicated so many species just to colonize and expand. Yeah, but that's because humans are colonizers, right? You know, I'm not saying AI couldn't wipe us out, but honestly, I would picture AI, most of the evil deeds that AI will do will probably be human directed. Like a human using AI for evil. Not just the AI on its own, like, we need to kill all humans.
Megs and Lucas, together with Marcus and Dom, are 4 soldiers thrown together, fighting through tensions with each other.
And the thing is, I'm not scared of something that humans already do. Right? Like, people say, like, the AI could, an AI robot could kill you. But a human could kill me, and I still have to roam this earth, walk the streets, knowing that. So why would I be extra afraid of a robot when a human could kill me anyway? If the robot can't do something worse than a human to me, then it's the same level of risk. If a human could kill me, an AI could kill me.
In fans of the books, we'll finally get to see the hard-ass Raven pilot
what difference does it make?
In-game for the very first time.
Let's go and fuck this mess.
Marcus and Dom are absolute legends. You can spot those strong jaws and thick necks.
Okay, we're almost done.
But if you go too realistic, you lose those unique features that make them stand out. Honestly, Marcus just isn't Marcus if you take away his classic permascope. So instead of chasing perfect realism, we focused on making them believable and memorable, respecting the details that really make them who they are.
Is the stream freezing?
Material and character
I don't
fidelity
think it's
in Gears of
freezing.
War E-Day far surpasses anything we've been able to achieve before. Our facial animation systems have been completely upgraded for E-Day, with 3 times more joints.
What's
and
a
over
computer science
350
related job we
facial
should look
shapes
into?
sculpted for each head alone to really
Honestly,
represent
like,
the emotion in our
I'm not an
character.
expert on
Marcus
the
has
job
more
market
detail in his
now,
eyelashes
but
than
I
his
honestly
entire
think you have to
character
look
model
into
in the original Gears of
building
War
something that
Xbox
you own.
Phoenix. Marcus.
Something that could make you
So,
money
who's
online
this
that you
RTIC
own.
company?
Because
Next to
working
Ken.
for a company,
Adam Phoenix.
I'm not saying you shouldn't look for work, but
We've never had fidelity
just
at
remember
this
that a company can decide
Combined with a much
to
more
no longer
sophisticated
employ you
animation
after a
rig,
while.
this allows
But
us
if you
to have
build
way
your own
more
thing, you
expressive
have your own
characters
thing.
with a huge range.
Even if you are
From a
working for a
small
company, you should still have your own
to
thing,
yells on
just
the
in
battlefield.
case.
Get some, you goddamn grubs!
Your experience takes on a new intensity. We're pushing the
I don't know why the
limit
stream
with
will be
4K
lagging
Ultra
because
HD resolution,
it says I have no
native
dropped
HDR10
frames.
rendering, hardware ray tracing at 60 frames per
It says
second
my
in
connection is
campaign,
excellent.
and
It
up
must
to
be on
120
YouTube's
frames per
end or
second in
something.
multiplayer.
Because it's definitely not coming from my end.
When it comes to the Locust, to make them more believable, we made them scarier. The drones are wild and vicious.
Am I a freelance producer?
The boomers are even
I
bigger
work
to
for the
surround.
studio. I do
Battery racks
I
smashing
do
drones on the
production.
battlefield. The wretches scream so loud,
Sometimes
destroying you
songwriting.
before they rip you apart. And the reavers
But I do multiple
are
different
buildings
things
to make
though. I
fire
don't
from
just do
above.
one thing.
Basically, the whole Locust army, whether new or old, are more intense than ever before.
So what now, Marcus? We save everyone we can.
Gears of War has never been a horror game, but the world has always felt horrifying. And with E-Day, we lean into that even more. Our new board system means damage feels meaty, responsive, and satisfying.
Am I from London? I mean, yeah.
That was satisfying. Muscle and cloth deforms in response to your attacks, and blood and bone damage adds to the intensity of combat. Gore is localized as well. Shoot a locust in the armor leg, and you'll see the bullet take a chunk out of it. Or land a heavy shot on a limb, and our dismemberment system will rip it clean off in glorious detail.
The Gnasher is going to get you the most satisfying shots, covering you in blood, or pop heads from afar with a long shot. We revamped our favorite weapons for E-Day. And of course, we also have some fun new ones for even more brutal
You
ways.
trying to triangulate my location? Man, like, I'm somewhere, okay? I exist. I'm real, I'm not AI.
That means you can place a well-timed explosion behind an enemy protected by cover, or with practice,
Can't give you my
master its
postcode.
long-range lethal bolting potential. The Incinerator is our new shotgun. You can see the emulsion literally melt the skin off an enemy's body. Before, you probably get into a grapple if an enemy came charging at you. Now, you feel the power of getting to incinerate them when they get close. And of course,
people are saying it's freezing? I don't understand. Like, I'm getting no drop frames whatsoever.
Nice.
Literally.
The Chainsaw Lancer is another origin story from lore that we wanted to show in
YouTube says the connection is excellent, so
to a locust at the superstore, to a prototype kit back
maybe
to the front lines of the
YouTube is
invasion,
messing up
all to
somehow.
deliver on that gratifying moment when you finally get to slice a grub in two.
Because I'm definitely not getting any issues on my end.
Gears music has always been about tension, escalation, and release. When a fight kicks off, the music hits hard. It tightens as things get more dangerous. And when you've dropped the last enemy, you hear that familiar big ringing chord. For E-Day, we kept that structure, but made the sound harsher. Together with our composer, Adam Lustica, we built a score
I don't know what's
world on the
causing
verge
that.
of collapse. The electric guitar returns alongside classical instruments, but both are pushed into uncomfortable territory.
Because I'm literally watching my own stream on the monitor, but it's not freezing at
Like
all.
dragging a bone saw across a cello, creating dissonance that never fully resolves.
Probably a YouTube issue, because if it was on my end, I would see drop frames.
Where the hell?
And then there's the sound design.
Yeah, it's probably the YouTube thing. Prem works for Hexa Eco. Huh. I don't work for the man though.
When it came to the sound for our Proto Lancer, it was important to us to track down the exact make and model that was recorded back in 2006 and rebuild it from the ground up using our new sound effects system. This chainsaw has a 14-inch blade with that signature meaty yet intimate sound, and when it revs, you can hear all the gnarly details. In terms of how you'll experience Kelowna, I always think about our acoustic system like this. I'm walking down a street, and I hear the sound reflecting off the walls around me. Then I step into an alley, and everything immediately tightens. I come back out into a wide space, and the sound opens up again, almost like a
Still got
cathedral.
Android? I'm gonna switch it over to iPhone. That's not happening.
And it's not just those spaces, it's the transitions
That's
between them
definitely
where the
not
magic
happening.
really happens. That's where things feel alive.
Although I did watch
That's acoustics in real
WWDC.
time.
I just like to see what the competition is
It's
doing.
a heavy world. And what better way to experience this dread and tension than through the music and sound that surrounds you?
No other game does the squad like Gears does. Our themes, our gameplay, and our modes, they all revolve around this core element. It's not just about the brotherhood.
Most of this
games
event was
stories.
forgettable,
It's also
but
about the bonds you create with your friends.
I would have watched the whole
Co-op has
thing
always
just
been
to
a part
see
of our
Crazy
DNA.
Taxi
And
live.
like every great Gears game, you can bring your own squad to this fight. In campaign, all 4 characters are playable from the start, and we support 4-player online co-op and 2-player split screen on console. In Versus, our sweaty squad-based PvP is back, with a collection of 4v4 modes and all new maps set in locations in and around the war-torn city of Kelowna. We've combined classic Gears symmetrical PvP map design with new traversal opportunities. You'll put your skill to the test alongside a seasonal roadmap of killer
Am I gonna
content,
stream the
almost all of
treehouse
which you
too?
can just earn by playing the game.
Have they
Including
confirmed
in-game
what's gonna
challenges,
be in the
events, and
treehouse?
And today, we're
If they're
excited
just gonna
to announce the
show
dynamic new
gameplay of
evolution
some
Gears'
game I
iconic
don't
PvP
care
mode,
about, then
Horde
I don't
Siege.
know.
It's a 12-player mode where all
I
three
mean,
squads
obviously, if
fight
they drop a
alongside each other.
3D Mario and then there's a treehouse, then obviously, like,
We'll have more to share
we're
soon,
in that
and we hope you
bitch.
join us for our
Like,
open beta
that's
weekends
just
later
that's
this
a
summer.
given at
We
that
good?
point.
Sergeant Phoenix?
Guess we're back to it.
We can't outrun the past. But as long as we're still breathing, we're the ones that keep fighting.
No, I produce at home, but I
20
go
years of
to the
Gears
studio.
is such a milestone. It is such an
for
honor and also a
jobs,
huge
but it's not
responsibility
my
to make sure we
studio.
deliver on the story of Gears.
But some people
It
want you
always
to go
comes
to the
back
studio and
squad.
make the beat in
It
front
always
of
comes
them.
back to this theme of
They
getting
like
to
the
absolute
experience of
shittiest
you
times
being there.
with somebody else who constantly has your
Otherwise,
back.
I could do it from
And that's
home.
Marcus and Dom's story. The story of the original trilogy. The story of E-Day. And the story I think we can all relate to.
Thanks for pushing through. Couldn't have done it alone.
You got it, man.
having the opportunity
Crazy
to have
Taxi,
E-Day come out in the same
Waltz,
year as the
Steam,
20th anniversary of Gears, the quarter-century
Apparently, they're already
anniversary of
sending out PR
It's almost
emails
like a homecoming.
to Sonic
It's like
Tubers.
returning back to our roots and saying, fuck yeah, we're back.
I saw
We
some
have so
Sonic
many more
Tuber.
stories to tell.
It was
It's
on
an incredible
Discord.
honor, and one that we want to make
They
sure
got an
that we do
email
right.
from Sega to cover the Crazy Taxi game. And they were like, I don't want to do it because people will be mad at me because it uses AI. I don't want people to be mad.
Untouched, running 80 views.
Okay, buddy, forward that shit to me then. I'll cover
Destroyed
it.
in 2
I
nights.
mean, Sega's not gonna send it
For
to
us,
me.
the heart of Gears has always been about the bonds you make in the darkest of times. Inside the studio,
I
we
would
rallied around a
gladly,
simple phrase,
I would
never
gladly
fight
take some
alone.
early
It
access
guides how we
content on
build our
Crazy
stories,
Taxi.
our gameplay, and our
Gladly.
world. It's how we work as a team and the commitment we make to you, our fans. Everything comes back to that important idea of sharing life's experiences, the highs and lows, together. And E-Day is the best expression of never fight alone that we've ever made. Whether you'll be picking up a Lancer for the first time ever, or you're as battle-hardened as Marcus Phoenix, there's always a place for you in the Gears squad when Emergence begins on October 6th.
Do you ever feel pressure making beats in person? I mean, I'd much rather do it at home, but that's mainly because of transportation. The thing about making a beat for someone is the job isn't done until the artist says it's done. And some people are just super picky. So you do it one way, then they want this change, they want that change. It's never perfect. Some people are like that. Other people, you just do it once and they're just like, yeah, that sounds good to go. And you know the kind of person you're dealing with, so you don't want to be dealing with too many people that it's never done.
Now you ready to get to it?
Sega would send the Game Grumps stuff, but not me. Are the Game Grumps still active? I have not even thought about them in a long time.
Do you expect us to go quietly?
I know most people stream now, so Let's Plays don't feel like they used to feel. Like, Let's Plays back then was so different.
Welcome to the surface.
Oh yeah, Game Grumps still post. 2 days ago. They did Forces? Sonic Forces 3 days ago? Oh, this is from 2017. They just re-uploaded it. Guess they needed some more views off of Sonic. You miss old Let's Plays? I mean, I kind of like the streaming era now, honestly. Whoever made beats for big name celebrity artists? Not like super big. No, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say any names because I'm trying to keep that separate, but there's some that were at least known, but not like massive person, like, no. What is going on with Chrome? What the fuck is this? My Chrome has been acting up every time I do this full screen thing, and like it freezes. I don't know why. You know what would be funny? If you use your playing running videos as a reference and AI generate a random news video for the channel. You know, I figure in some point in the future that will be technically be doable. But I still wouldn't post that though, because there would be no point. Like, the viewers don't want AI. I probably wouldn't even be posting consistently by the point that thing even happens. But it would be interesting to see if it could do it. The point is that it's funny. I mean, a lot of the AI videos that I made, no one cared about them. When I tested out Suno on the Sonic channel, people were just like, we ain't watching this. You know, like, the only AI Sonic videos I made that really took off were the Sonic tier list stuff. But I had done AI videos before that, and people didn't seem to care. Wait, Nintendo's doing their directs in 4K now? Even Nintendo's doing directs in 4K. Oh, it's a good year to stream events. God, even Nintendo's doing directs in 4K now. That's crazy. They were like, oh, they used to be like holdouts on 1080p. Ugh. Alright. Just over 15 minutes left. Ugh. Honestly, I don't know what I'm expecting to see at this point. I mean, it's Nintendo, right? It's not gonna be just completely mid, right? But they better hurry up and reveal this definitive edition thing so we can move on to something more interesting. The singer for Sonic R teased that she's involved with Frontier's Definitive. Oh, that's easy to predict. Okay, so Frontier's Definitive probably adds some more cyberspace levels. And they go out to sing some songs for them, right? It's pretty simple to decipher. The fact that they got a treehouse, there better be something big revealed here. I don't know. You know what would really go crazy? GTA 6 coming to Switch 2. Woo! Imagine that. That shit would go crazy. Especially since Rockstar isn't putting it on PC because they want people to double dip. So Switch 2 would really be the only way to play it handheld outside of streaming it on Sony's handheld. $1080p 30 FPS. We don't even know if GTA 6 is going to run at 60 on the main consoles. Didn't Digital Foundry say that they weren't even sure if the PS5 Pro would play it at 60? They're going to drop that shit at 30 knowing that PS6 is coming out in the next few years. And you won't get it on 60 until PS6. It might be 30 for everyone, and then when they drop the PS6 version, and whatever the new Xbox is called version, that's when it will come to PC, and that's when everyone will get it above 30. It's possible to run at 60 on the Pro if they heavily upscale from extremely low res. Yeah, but people aren't going to want it to run at a lower res than the base system, innit? If it's running at 60 on Pro, it has to be at similar visual fidelity to the 30 version. Maybe they'll give you an option. But I don't think Rockstar is heavily motivated to make it 60 when they know they're just going to get people to double dip. The reason why the game's going to sell so much is because you're going to buy it again. You're going to buy it on release to play it, and then when the PS6, Xbox, whatever they call the next one, and PC version comes out, that's going to be the first one that runs at least 60. So by that point, you've bought it twice already. Then when Switch 3 comes out in 2032, and they put it on Switch 3, you buy it again. Like, there's no incentive for them to put it at 60. They know it's gonna sell anyway because it's GTA, and they know you buy it again just to play it at 60 in a few years. So for them to actually make it 60, the only way I could see that happening is if Sony gave them an insane amount of money to say, make a 60 FPS mode only on PS5 Pro, just so that a bunch of PS5 Pros start flying off the shelf just for 60. Like, deadass. Does Xbox have a Pro console? Well, they had two systems when it came out, right? If Xbox had a Pro console and they said GTA 6 will only run at 60 on the Xbox Pro console, a bunch of people go and buy Xboxes just for that shit, just for the frames. They will make money just off of that. Okay, Series X isn't really a Pro. That's the base console, and then the S is weaker because the X compares to the base PS5. PS5 has a Pro. But if Xbox had a Pro console and they said GTA 6 is gonna run at 60 on our hardware and everywhere else is 30, it would sell just off of that. And Microsoft could probably afford to pay for some kind of 60 FPS version. I don't know if Rockstar would actually take that money though, but Microsoft could afford to. Hey, ring game. Ring game. Marshall, another $5. Thank you so much for the support. They're never gonna do this, and it'll probably cost $80 or even $100. That's right. But if GTA 6 came out and costed $60, that'd be such a fucking power move because they know it'll be one of the most successful pieces of entertainment anyway. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna charge 60. In this current climate, 70 would even be a surprise. Like, I think 70 would be the bare minimum I can see them charging. They're probably gonna charge close to 100. The only way I could see them not charging 100 or charging something like 70 to 80 and not pushing for the 100 is if the online is gonna make them so much money that they just want to get people to buy the game, right? Because we know that online is gonna print money. So I don't know what the plan is gonna be, but 60 is out of the question. It's not even happening. Apparently it's 70 from the leak. Yeah, 70 is the absolute minimum it could be. 60 is not even a... 60 is like... in like 5+ years. Discounted. Like a Christmas sale in like 2030. That's when you see it for 60. Is it actually coming out this year or will they delay it again? They can't delay it now because if they delay it, they're going to be competing with Crazy Taxi World Tour, and they do not want to do that. I do find it interesting though that all the other developers are waiting for Rockstar to charge 100 so they can look like the good guys by only charging 80 or 90. Knowing damn well, if Rockstar don't charge like 100, then all the other companies can't raise their prices the way they want to. Because if Rockstar charges like 70, and then fucking Ubisoft tries to charge like 80, it's like, Ubisoft? We just paid 70 for GTA. Fuck are you doing, Ubisoft? They're gonna start advertising in the summer if it's dropping this year. Yeah, I mean, we haven't heard much about it since.
Explore, create, and share your
we still got 10 minutes
paradise
left.
in the Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition game. Use mouse controls to design
You know, it'd be completely unexpected and newsworthy. $60.
See your friends'
Yeah, but
with camera play
they don't care
support.
about newsworthy because
And
the
up to
game is
12
already
friends can play
newsworthy.
together online,
Alright.
including on Slumber Island. Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, available now.
They don't need to do the noble thing. They could charge 100. People will pay it.
Here we go.
Biggest question is if GTA 6 will reach younger audiences. I mean, it's GTA. It's reaching everyone. Okay. I think I said this in the last stream. I said GTA 6 is like the Michael Jackson of gaming.
Prep the R-Wings. We've got a job.
Well,
to
someone
do,
else said it was
Starfox.
Minecraft. I don't know.
Take the system back from Andros,
GTA.
one planet at a time. So you want us to cause some mayhem?
Everyone seems to care. Like it's like the one thing that everyone's like, well, damn.
It's the deadliest stretch of space in the system, Fox.
We'll be pushing the limits like never before.
This is it, Star Fox. Let's show them how it's done.
Bring the Roblox
Star
kids on the
Fox,
copy
available
GTA
June
6.
25th.
I don't know about Roblox kids, but
Listen to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere. Nintendo Music.
hey, okay, alright.
Let's go over some updates to the service.
Marshall with the $5. Like I said, it won't happen, but it would embarrass the ever-living fuck of the game industry. Like, what the fuck you mean a car race that costs $8? GTA 6 is cheap or something like that.
Nintendo Music can now be accessed on web browsers,
I mean,
so you can listen on your computer.
The thing is, right? I don't think it's the
A
only that
larger
people
screen
think it
helps
is.
make it easier to identify
Because,
game titles and playlists
like,
you're
Mario
interested
Kart
in.
World doesn't have any microtransactions whatsoever. They sell you the game and that's it. GTA costing $60 sounds noble until you remember that the online is gonna wail the fuck out of people.
The Nintendo Music app is also
So like them
available on
charging
compatible
60,
tablets.
it's like when Apple dropped the MacBook
That
Neo and they
means you
said
can
it's
browse
cheaper than all
music
the
on
other
a
stuff on the
larger
market.
screen than you
Well,
find
yeah,
on a
because once you
smartphone.
get the Apple, you're gonna subscribe to, you know, iCloud and all these other services that they got and buy all their software, and then they're gonna make the money back. You know, it's like when consoles sell hardware at a loss, knowing that you're gonna buy the games and Sony and Nintendo are gonna take a cut of
You
the
can
games.
also enjoy Nintendo Music on the road.
Like, whether they charge 60 or 100,
With Android Auto and
the online
Apple
is gonna
CarPlay
make them money for
support.
years. So, plus the double
Music can
dipping
be
for the 60
selected from
FPS
your vehicle's
version,
touchscreen.
the triple dipping when they port it
Voice
again.
control is also available.
Like, it's not as noble as you think.
You can say, play a rainy day. To play music that fits the scenery and vibe of your drive.
I can't believe Nintendo just remade Spotify for the sake of putting their game music on it.
From recent and upcoming releases.
Like, they could have just
to
put it on
nostalgic
Spotify.
classics.
See,
More
if you
tracks
tell me
will be
Nintendo's
added
not
to
using AI to
Nintendo
code their
Music
games,
over
I'll believe
time.
you, because they do ridiculous shit like this.
With tunes
They
to
just
match
make
your
their own
lifestyle.
Spotify
You
for the
can
sake
listen
of...
to Nintendo game music anytime, anywhere.
So I can't put your shit in my playlist because it's on a different app.
Nintendo Music.
Only they would make music exclusive.
Nintendo
Well, I mean,
Music
Jay-Z tried
is
to do it with
included with
Tidal.
an active Nintendo Switch
Oh, and you
online
gotta pay for
membership.
Switch Online to get it as well. Which for some reason I'm still paying for, even though I barely be playing anything.
Come one, come all. Here's what's sprouting in the Flower Kingdom. A new power-up. Rosalina and Luma.
Leakers already said don't expect 3D Mario until 2027, and Nintendo's been good about only announcing games 2 or 3 months out. Well, a man can dream.
And over in the brand new Bella Bell Park, Camp
But I
Central
mean, if we
with
get
the
ARMS
Cobra
2
Training
or a Mario
Camp.
Maker
Do it
re-release
solo
or
or
a
team
new
up.
Mario Maker,
And speaking of
that's
teaming
even
up,
better in my opinion.
attractions galore in
If we get a new Mario,
Central.
a new Mario
Mobile
Maker,
wireless multiplayer,
I might
including
become a
game
gamer
share
again.
support, online multiplayer, co-op attractions.
Oh shit, I need to take a piss before this shit starts. Hold on, my bad.
Lots of collectibles. And there's still so much more to experience. So what are you waiting for? The Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Meet Up in Bella Bell Park game is available now on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Nintendo Switch 2 players who already have Super Mario Bros. Wonder on Nintendo Switch can upgrade to the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition by purchasing the upgrade pack. 3 amiibo figures from Super Mario Bros. Wonder are also available now.
Samus, I've been waiting for this.
on Yumian Island. Well, look who it is. Crystal seems to be everywhere these days. The hustle never stops. But what's she spending her money on? All right. Work it.
I give up.
Ever since Angie's misadventures and romance,
Unhappy Angie spotted.
Crystal has a new gig. Part-time cheerleader and full-time
Our
friend.
special granola parfait
Baby boy,
infused with hot
What you said a little more about me?
That's not...
This will totally go viral.
Sure, you do you. She understands that sometimes you need to be with nature. Share quality time, goofing off with friends. Who is this guy?
The secondhand embarrassment is
She's
strong.
just a friend.
Would you make me something?
Or even explore your creative side.
One sec. Do you like it?
Wow.
Done.
Okay, Picasso. At the end of the day, Crystal never clocks out from being a pal. But she does have to clock back in at the food mart. Hey, drop it! That's a good doggy.
Alright, 1 minute left.
Tomodachi life, living the dream.
You know what living the dream would be? Playing Crazy Taxi World Tour right now. That would be living the dream. Oh, imagine playing that on the big screen TV.
Please come again.
Oh. 18. Oh, I thought they were soft launching the Pornhub. Like, damn. I thought Mario was about to drop the feet pics. Alright. We are beginning. 30 seconds. Why is my stream not in 4K? Blame YouTube. You can't stream in 4K without losing ultra low latency. Ultra low latency means that when you type something in the chat and I respond, you hear my response within like a second. But if you stream in 4K, you can't use that setting. I have the hardware to stream in 4K. I've had it for years.
I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
But if it's gonna be like a
I'll be your
30-second
guide for
delay
today's
from reading the
Nintendo
chat, then
Direct.
what's the point?
First, here's a game that's coming to the Nintendo Switch system.
Oh, straight to it, okay.
Please, take a look at this.
Hello. Beep. My name is Lowell Miss Reeds, and I'm known for my reading aloud skills and more. Beep. I'm here today to help show you the Rhythm Heaven Groove game. Beep.
I don't think I've played Rhythm Heaven before. Coming to Macromedia Flash. Another game. The
Rhythm
studios are
Heaven
freeonlinegames.com. Yo, what's up?
Playing this game is pretty simple. Just get into the groove and press the correct button. That's all there is to it. But it's not always the same
I
rhythm.
lost dropping directs while you're working. They do be
Listen
dropping directs at
carefully to
random
the beat.
times though.
Find your flow, and you'll be able to feel the rhythm.
I thought that was
2,
rocking for a
3, 4, now. 2, 3, now.
Is this really the game they wanted to start their direct on?
2,
Like,
3,
come
now.
on, Nintendo.
Over 80 all-new rhythm games are included. And as you play through the game, you can unlock different modes. For example,
The kingdom's everlasting peace rests on your shoulders. Finally, you're awake.
go forth, magician.
I can't lose.
And use the magical power of rhythm to beat monsters. Cast a fire spell with BA. BA. And a healing spell with B down A. B down A. Like that.
So you really want to fight, huh?
What spells will strike a chord against the foes you face? Groove on and tip the scales to victory.
It's time
That
for
makes
the
sense,
Who's
I
Got
guess.
Rhythm quiz show.
Plus, there are even more rhythm games in the
Don't even look
lineup.
4K.
Enjoy all of this while playing solo. And
Dan.
Gamer
Emily,
guy, you don't like
Leo,
this? I thought you
Sarah.
liked shit like this. I mean, you like
We're
Lego.
under attack.
up to 4 players can enjoy dedicated rhythm games. Note the timing and block the arrows.
Grab the snack at exactly 3 o'clock.
Or aim for 3 o'clock on the dot.
Emily got the snack.
There are over 30 cooperative and competitive games to play.
Is there a Mario
Get
Party
into
on
the
Switch
groove
2?
solo
I don't even know.
or with friends when Rhythm Heaven Groove hits the Nintendo Switch system July 2nd. Pre-orders are available
I
now
mean, I don't
on
understand
Nintendo
people
Wii Shop.
enjoy a game for the gameplay and not care about how can you not care about the art style of a game? If you didn't care about the art styles of games, then graphics wouldn't have
You'll also
progressed
be
beyond
able
the
to play it
70s.
on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Please wait just a little longer for its release. From here, we'll introduce games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, okay.
Including some games
Straight
that
to
will
it.
also be available on Nintendo Switch.
Straight to it. They had to get the Switch one shot
Let's
away.
begin with some headlines.
Let's get to it.
Master the way of the sword.
The way of the sword.
Let's see your best today.
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, a new entry in the Sword Play Action series, is slashing onto Nintendo Switch 2.
Slashing.
Edo-era Kyoto has been overrun by monsters known as Genma. Now, Miyamoto Musashi must prove himself beyond measure. Parry. Deflect. And the powerful counterattack Isen. Master these techniques to strike down the enemies in your path. Oni armaments are also at your disposal to turn the tides of battle. You can even use Joy-Con 2 motion controls to
We're not doing that.
intuitively slay Genma.
We're not doing that.
As fates intertwine, will you cut down those that stand in your
How's
way?
the volume levels?
Onimusha, Way of the Sword, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, September 25th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo Wii Shop.
Alright.
Your unwritten epic begins. Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen is heading to Nintendo Switch 2.
Capcom
You
section.
are the Arisen, a hero burdened with the fate of slaying the dragon who has taken your heart. In this expanded version of Dragon's Dogma 2, explore the new land of Norgan, seek out spoils, then appraise them to reveal new weapons,
Seeing these
armor,
graphics on
or
Nintendo Hall is
skills.
crazy.
With these arms at the ready, take down powerful monsters in this single-player action RPG adventure. From a fighter specializing in close-range combat to a mage skilled in spell casting, choose the vocation that fits your playstyle. Plus, you can lead up to 3 pawns, custom companions who act on their own. When taking on massive monsters, you can climb them to strike their weak points. Fighting alongside your pawns is key to victory. In a world between dark and light, embark on an adventure and
Nintendo
tell a
finally got
tale
the
all
Alpha
your
Soul
own.
Slop.
What fate awaits the Arisen and their
chat
pawns?
is ridiculous.
Dragon's Dogma 2, Dark Arisen, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, October 9th. Otherworldly endeavors await in these games. Earth has been driven to the brink of annihilation by mysterious life forms called the Naytiba. Now, join Eve on her mission to save humanity and reclaim the planet. Engage in high-speed combat that focuses on timing. Then find your opening and
Did Celebrate come to PC? I played the
defeat
demo on
enemies
PS5.
to
so I
acquire
don't
new
remember.
skills. Then strategically deploy them to fit the situation. Can you save humanity and reclaim Earth for humankind? Stellar Blade launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year. Blast off in the
Wonder
two-player
Stars.
co-op adventure Orbitals. Protect your home in an expedition across the galaxy. There are many interstellar areas to explore. Melt ice to make a path.
I've seen a lot of games using this art style recently.
Activate devices in time with the beat. Escape from incoming enemies and more. Brave the dangers ahead in your voyage through the stars. 2 players can also work together locally or online using
Game
GameShare.
Share. Oh yeah, they
Work
added that.
together and overcome the crisis of the cosmos. Orbitals launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system September 3rd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Journey through the Glade of Dreams
Rayman,
in this
obviously.
bold reimagining of Rayman Legends. When a shadowy villain starts spreading corruption, it's up to Rayman and his friends to leap, glide, and punch their way through charming and colorful worlds. Ride dragons across realms. Dive into 4 new musical stages. And enjoy more added
Did Crash
content.
4 and Insane Trilogy
Up to
get
4
Switch 2
players
bumps?
can go out on a limb in local co-op. You can also play a revamped version of Kung Fu using GameShare locally or online. Rayman Legends Retold launches on Nintendo Switch 2 October 1st. It's a great day for a big walk. Get lost with friends in this online co-op walking and talking adventure.
Really?
Set off through a peaceful world brimming with challenges.
The people that say
puzzles,
graphics don't matter,
and
you don't see
lots
them
of
playing
things
this
to
shit.
discover.
They only say it when it's a game they like.
Enjoy the sights and sounds as you work together to find your way around. Use all sorts of tools to stay in touch. And figure out new methods of communicating if you're in a pickle.
Remember how they tried
They
to
might even be a little unconventional.
Well, I mean, it's still
And if
sold.
you're not
It just
quite
didn't
up
sell
to
as much as
adventuring,
Insane Trilogy.
you can
which was
always
3
just
games in one
relax with your
combined of
pals.
nostalgia.
Enjoy the sunset, dance the night away. Or
Damn,
steal
Gamer Guy, it's
something
like
from a
that?
friend and
Okay.
kick it into the ocean.
I actually know who you are.
You know,
That shit
the
don't know
usual
you.
stuff. You can also use mouse controls
still love that shit.
or hang out with friends using cross-platform play. After all, spending quality time together is the best part of a big walk. Strolling onto Nintendo Switch 2 August 4th. Season the seas.
Pixel art. Ooh. Is that shrimp on the pizza?
Build your very own floating restaurant with the Straw Hat Crew.
Remastered from the Game Boy Advance.
Cook up
Coming to
recipes
Nintendo
with
Switch
Sanji.
2.
Craft the menu. Decorate it to your liking. Then serve your customers as you run
God,
the
imagine an
restaurant.
Advanced Trilogy re-release on
Searching
Switch
for
2.
and collecting ingredients.
Oh,
You'll expand your menu offerings.
widescreen.
Use devil
Oh,
fruit abilities to
Sega,
prepare
slack,
piping hot steaks.
Slack.
Or whip up tongue-tingling tauntaun noodles.
You can throw together a
You
team
can
to
make all
re-release the
sorts
Advanced
of
Trilogy.
delicious dishes.
Rush, maybe.
Spend in-game money to change up the restaurant's interior and expand it to attract even more customers. Over 400 characters from the One Piece series will appear. Mouse controls
One Piece
are also
fans, like
supported
Kingdom
on
Hearts fans, in
Nintendo
terms of
Switch
buying
2.
anything that has a brand on it. Well, I think that would be Sonic
Get
fans.
ready for a feast of epic proportions in One Piece Grand Gourmet.
this is
Sailing
One
onto
Piece?
the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo
I didn't
Switch
even, that didn't
systems
even cross my
October
mind. I thought it was
23rd.
some random indie game. Okay.
Keep adventuring in Pokemon
What's better,
Pokopia,
mid-first and peak
even
layer
beneath
or
the
peak
sea.
first, mid-layer?
Explore the world on the ocean
You're
floor
supposed to
with
do
a
it like a
free
movie.
update.
You
By
start
using
strong,
the new move Dive, you
the
can
middle gets a
enjoy
bit
life with
slow, and then you
Pokemon
end
living
strong.
under the
You don't
sea.
start weak. You start with a bang, like, oh shit, it's happening, we're here.
Structures.
You sneak the mid
expand your
somewhere in the middle,
towns underwater.
people lose a bit of interest, and then you bring them back
This
with
free
the real
update
final
is scheduled
reveals.
to release in August 2026. And there's more. The Pokemon Pokopia Expansion Pass paid DLC is on the way. Discover a brand new town, Bubbly Basin.
Because if you just start with
There
mid
you'll
first,
find
people
new
already going
furniture,
into the good reveals,
new
already like
outfits,
bored and out of their mind.
and new friends.
You have to start strong so that when the mid starts showing up, you're still
Pokemon
thinking about all
Pokopia
the good shit that
Expansion
just
Pass
happened.
Paid DLC will be available
And by the time
later
you realize that
today
too much
on
mid has been on the
Nintendo
screen,
eShop.
then they start giving you fire shit
Part
again.
1 of the
And then they
paid
end
DLC,
strong.
Bubbly Basin, launches this August. Part 2 and Part 3 will launch at a later date. Look out for more details in the future.
Someone said no one gives a fuck about Pokemon. I think the world would beg to differ on that one. Okay, we've done 15 minutes
We
now.
hope you're
Pick it
looking
up.
forward to more
Pick
content
it up.
for Pokemon Pokopia via a free update and paid DLC. Next, please take a look at this.
This is the Dagdan Empire, a prosperous land ruled by the gods.
Black Knight?
The capital, Daxian, plays host to the heroic games, the winner of which is granted one wish.
If I had
Powerful
one
fighters from
wish,
across the land have gathered to participate.
we would have Crazy Taxi demo out right now. If I had one wish.
The story revolves around 4 heroes. Kai,
4 heroes.
a young boy determined to win the games to save his imprisoned father.
If I had
Dietrich,
one
a
wish,
swordsman ever
you'll
on the
be
hunt
my
for a stronger foe. Theodora, a queen
Trust me,
seeking
I
to
trust
fulfill the
you
long-held
if I
dream
had
of her
one
homeland.
wish.
And Lita, a musician with her sights set on revenge. Guide whichever character you choose to victory as they weave their own unique tale.
I'll be okay if I get
Between
one.
matches, you can strengthen your forces in different ways.
There's a man who said I loved
Hone
you
your
first.
techniques at the training
It was
grounds.
about 8 years ago. No, I like you don't know. Looking around your mouth, figuring it out. It's good to be alone.
Recruit new allies. Or travel beyond Daxian's walls to gain
And they said, oh, we
experience.
must know what you're saying. Yeah, those Jet Set Radio, Crazy
How
Taxi,
you
all that
spend your
shit.
free time
The
is
Crazy
up
Taxi
to
got
you.
revealed, so the other shit can take a back seat.
Combat takes
I was
the
so
form
afraid
of
they were gonna do
turn-based
Jet Set Radio
tactical
first, and
battles.
it's delayed Crazy
Consider
Taxi.
your weapons
But
range
thankfully, Sega saw sense and pushed the most
and your
important one
unit's
first.
strengths on the battlefield.
And the Shinobi game already came out. I actually need to play that.
Plus, each of the 4 main characters comes with their own special techniques. By using these techniques to the fullest, you might turn the tide of battle.
Rejoice with me at the advent of the underworld.
You look upon the promised one, who will route you here and guide the living to salvation.
To salvation.
How did it feel to upheave the world? Be gone from us.
You wasted your work?
The darkest.
Well, you said you were at work, so you're still getting paid, right?
Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave launches September 17th. Alongside the standard edition, there will be a special edition, the Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave Dagdan Collection, that launches the same day. Please look forward to it. Let's continue with some more headlines.
Show us something.
Welcome to the next level of ninja battles.
You on break? Oh, shit.
The first
running
part
like
of
Sonic?
Ninja
What the fuck was
2
that?
is sneaking onto Nintendo Switch 2.
They said, oh, no frontiers,
After
2
accidentally
information.
breaking a forbidden seal,
Ninjaba
you're stranded
2.
on an uncharted planet. Overcome the dangers lurking here to safely return to Earth in this open-world action-adventure. Use Ninja Gum to freely traverse this
Ninja Gum.
vast
Ooh,
world
Spider-Man
in search
elements?
of clues to
Rail
get back
Brand?
home.
Ooh, Sega, you better reveal some
You can
shit.
also blow a bubble to float in the air. Defeat enemies blocking
Imagine
your
this
path
with good
weapons
graphics, too. This would
crafted
go
from
crazy.
Ninja Gum. You can even summon buddies with Gum Ninjutsu to unleash powerful attacks.
I mean, it don't look too
up to
bad.
4 ninja can team up in local or online
Team-based
multiplayer
gameplay?
to chew through tough battles.
Shit.
The first part of Ninja 2, The Uncharted Planet, launches exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2
Really?
system
Exclusively?
next spring. The DK Challenge barrels in. Coming to Nintendo Switch
Fuck is a
Online on
DK
Nintendo
Challenge?
Switch 2, the limited time DK Challenge event. Take on challenges across many Donkey Kong games available with Nintendo Classics. By completing them, you can earn and enjoy collectible digital challenge cards.
Digital
And if
challenge
you have
cards?
Donkey Kong Bonanza, you can attempt even more challenges. Try out ones geared for beginners, or take on developer challenges for something with a bit more punch. Rediscover Donkey Kong games, play challenges, and complete your card collection. DK Challenge can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch Online app.
Okay,
or
so
the
we got
home menu of your
DK Sonic
Nintendo
Rivals.
Switch
What
2.
else we got?
You'll be able to barrel through these limited time challenges starting later today. Plus, in the Donkey Kong Bonanza, DK Island and Emerald Rush paid DLC, a limited time collaboration with Super Mario Brothers is breaking through. Enjoy outfits for DK and Pauline, inspired by Mario and Luigi. Plus, there are coins, super mushrooms,
I guess we ain't getting the
blocks,
3D
and
Mario then
more.
if they're doing this.
Experience Emerald Rush as you've never seen it before with a Super Mario Brothers twist. This
Yeah, we ain't
limited
getting no
time
3D Mario.
collaboration event will be held in 4 waves with the first wave beginning later today.
They said you want Mario, here's your
From the
Mario.
creators of Vampire Survivors. The latest game from the makers of Vampire Survivors, Jujutsu Kaisen Rumble Survivathon, casts a spell onto Nintendo Switch 2. Up to 8 players can compete online for the top spot in this Survivors Royale. At the start of a match, players don't battle directly. Instead, take down enemies on your own map to earn points. Each time you earn 100 points, you can add a rule to your run, including ones that hinder other players. The match culminates in a head-to-head final battle between the top 2 players. Who will be the final survivor?
No idea. Who
More than 20 characters from the Jujutsu Kaisen series appear. Characters can
This
be
reminds me of
unlocked
that one
just
random
by playing.
iOS
Battle
game
online
from
with
the
players
late
near and far,
2000s.
or go it alone against computer-controlled opponents.
Tower
Exercise
Defense?
curses, dominate rivals,
I
and
used to play
rise
that
to the
shit all
top.
the time.
Jujutsu
Tower
Kaisen
Defense?
Rumble Survivathon launches on Nintendo
see.
Switch 2 this year.
Tower Defense iOS game.
Are you up for the challenge in these games? Brutal, unforgiving battles storm onto Nintendo Switch 2. In a forsaken world,
Tower
a looming
Defense?
darkness devours all in its path. Now,
something
only
defense.
one kingdom endures. Defy the will of the gods to save what remains of humanity. Master
I
brutal
want the name
melee
of it. I
combat,
know what it-
devastating sorceries, and lethal ranged attacks. Test your mettle against towering abominations on your journey across the realms of the living and the dead. A hero
not
must
Legendary
rise
Wars, it's not
for a
Siege
god
Knights.
to fall. Lords of the
forgot
Fallen
the name
2
of it.
launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this fall.
It was something defense.
Enter a darkly elegant world based on the story of Pinocchio in Lies of P.
Complete edition. Ooh,
in a city
finally.
under siege, you must fight rampaging mechanical puppets and seek the cause of this upheaval while confronting your own humanity. Take on enemies using customizable weapons and prosthetic arms that allow you to swap between different abilities. But know this, the lies you tell will alter your fate.
Is it tap defense?
Lies of P, Complete Edition, which includes Overture, a prequel expansion
Yes, it was
to the
tap
main
defense.
game. Launches
Yes.
on the Nintendo Switch 2 system
Oh my
August
god,
6th.
tap defense.
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo
Oh
eShop.
my god, I used to play this shit all the
The
time,
most recent
man.
entry
oh
in the
god, it's
legendary
tap
Devil
defense.
May Cry series is slashing its
Oh
way
my
onto
God.
Nintendo Switch 2. Play as Nero, Dante, V, and Virgil, each armed with different battle styles. As
God,
you
this
fight
direct
off hordes of
forgettable
demons
as
and
fuck.
epic
23
bosses.
minutes in.
Pull off stylish attacks.
Drop some
dodges,
shit
and
we give a
combos
fuck about.
With your vast
You can't
arsenal
let
of
Xbox
weapons and
upstage
skills.
you.
Enjoy thrilling
Xbox had
high-octane
crazy
combat
taxi
at
and
60
Spyro.
frames per second
Come on,
in
Nintendo.
both TV mode and handheld mode. Plus additional
crazy
content
taxi.
such as battle tracks,
No, I don't expect
character
you to beat
colors,
that, but at least
and
try.
Devil Breaker weapons for Nero are included. Devil May Cry 5 Devil Hunter Edition
Man, I don't hate the
launches
MC,
on Nintendo Switch 2 June 23rd.
You know, I'm just like-
Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Enter a mystical era deep in Japan's past. 6 souls determined to forge their own destinies.
So you're looking for some runaway ninja named Kisuke?
I still have some unfinished business in this world. I shall make him pay.
Let's show him we farmers have spirit.
You've sentenced me to die 7 days from now?
I'd start repenting if I were you.
An action RPG for the ages. What fate awaits those who wield the demon blades?
How is Frontier's Definitive Edition a big game?
Muramasa, Revenant blades.
What makes it big? Unless they're adding a ton of content.
Nintendo Switch 2
Otherwise,
editions
it's
of
just a
these
remaster.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are incoming. All 3 games run at 60 frames per second.
better
with
run at
4K
60 frames.
resolution
Look
in
at
TV
these graphics.
mode or Full HD in handheld mode.
They're running 60 frames. Graphics look like they came out on
In-game
the early
cutscenes
PS3.
also have enhanced resolution and frame rate. Not only that, but you can travel on a high-speed vehicle in the first game. Control blades to fight mercenary squad battles in the second. And put your strength to the test against waves of enemies in the third. There's also a variety of other content added to each of the 3 games. More details will be revealed at a later date.
They've got a treehouse, so they're gonna have
The
something
digital
up their
version of
sleeves.
Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, and the Upgrade Pack
Definitive
will be
Edition,
available
Nintendo Switch
later
2.
today.
Oh my god.
The physical version launches on July 30th.
Physical?
The Nintendo Switch 2 editions of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3 will be available on the dates shown on screen.
3 Xenoblade Chronicles games are getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions. New features will be added to each title, so we hope you'll check them out. And a new story in the Xenoblade series is about to begin. Here are some early moments from the game.
アニマは世界の源であった。水も火も風も世界を構成するそのすべては大地を流れるアニマが形を変えたものだった。そして戦いを決するのはいつもアニマとその力を自在に振るう騎士だった。
この剣の名に恥じぬよう精進します。ここがリューコス。
その石はアニマ小石。騎士の力を増幅させるだけでなく、そのものの行動や思いも刻みます。 これからのあなたの学院生活のすべてがその意志と共にあると思ってください。
今日の訓練は実戦を想定してのものだ。
力の使い方、なんとなく分かった気がする。
死って人殺しの職業で、奪われた側はどう思うんだろうな。
真実見つけてみない？
信仰を失った人の魂をドラゴンの炎で浄化することで罪が贖われる。
田舎貴族の限界を教えてあげる。
あいつ使えるぜ。証石なしで騎士の力。
生と死すべてはアニマと共にある。
帰るのさ、あの場所に。
さあ始まるわよ。
Wondering why Frontier's Definitive Edition is
Anyway.
called that, not Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. I mean, it
行ってまいります。
hasn't even been released yet.
ここは
And how do we know
3
it's
つの
just
太
for
陽に
Switch?
照らし出された大地。そこで人々は知ることになる。破れた神の恨みがまだ
This
晴
is
ら
not
されて
convincing
はい
anyone to
ない
get Switch 2. Yeah, they need to reveal arms too so that everyone can convert. Xenoblade Genesis. That's Xenoblade Mega Drive to you.
Xenoblade Genesis marks a new beginning. What kind of story do you think will be told? Please look forward to future updates. Next, please take a look at this.
Welcome to Woohoo Island, home to all kinds of sports. Coming to Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch Sports Resort, the latest game in the series. Use the Joy-Con 2 controllers as rackets, bows, or even handles. There are 12 sports to choose from, all with intuitive motion controls. Let's go over them. Punch, guard, counter, and outmaneuver for the knockout in boxing.
Why they always want to bring out the Wii graphics when it's a sports game?
Make quick shots to keep your opponent on their toes. In table tennis, aim for the center of the target and let that arrow fly. In archery, enjoy rallies with different types of shots in tennis. Bump, set, and spike in volleyball. Roll the ball straight or give it a spin to strike big in bowling. Dribble, pass, and shoot to score in basketball. Adjust your shot's power, then swing your club in golf. Battle with one thumb to hand your opponent a defeat
wrestling?
in
Really?
thumb wrestling.
Really?
Ride through the course using mouse controls in
Thumb
skateboarding.
wrestling.
Steer with handles and coast along the waves in power cruising. Tilt the controller and fly around freely in prop plane. Plus, you can warm up for these sports with jump rope. You can create and play as a sportsmate.
Why did they explain this
Or
like they invented
me
all these
character.
sports? Because they did. It's Nintendo. No one was playing basketball until Nintendo.
Enjoy
I've
playing
never
all
seen
kinds
thumb
of
wresling be
sports
put
on
into a video
Nintendo
game
Switch
like that.
2.
Like as an
Nintendo
event.
Switch Sports Resort launches exclusively
Wow, I
on
wanna
the
use a video
Nintendo
game
Switch
to
2
thumb
system
wrestle.
October 22nd. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Nintendo Switch Sports Resort is coming to Nintendo
32
Switch 2.
minutes in. It's a 50-minute event.
We
Nintendo.
showed all the sports included.
You're on thin
But
ice
since we have
right
the
now.
opportunity, let's try one of the new sports, thumb wrestling.
They're not really pushing
Before
thumb
the
wrestling
match,
as a big feature.
let's
are
go
they?
over the rules. Hold down your opponent's thumb for 3 seconds, and you'll win.
Thumb
If yours
wrestling.
gets pinned, just shake the controller to break free.
Can you play this with the controller without
And if you
motion
keep your
control?
thumb held down,
What are you
it'll
gonna
get
do?
bigger and stronger.
You'll need this to claim victory.
Thumb wrestling in a... Look at that
Here's
nigga's
the great thumb
hand.
wrestling match.
Full-time Guna. What the fuck is that?
Just like this. Here we go. Let's have a good match. Oh, got him right away. Oh, they broke free. All right. Let's try this. Oh, we bumped thumbs. Oh,
why would you thumb wrestle in the game?
Oh, they broke free again. You have to keep them pinned. No, wait.
Nah, he really looks like he's beating his meat.
I was worried for a second there. Okay, thumb started to sparkle, and the nail got bigger. Hold on a second. That's not how it's supposed to go. It's okay. Everything is fine. My thumb returned to normal.
Thumb wrestling!
Ooh, it's sparkling again. Now let's try. Oh, I got deflected. Wait a minute.
Are you ready for 50 minutes of Treehouse slop with this? If this is the Treehouse, then I'm not watching it.
Please wait a little longer for Nintendo Switch Sports Resort.
Drop it on the same day as
Let's move on to
GTA.
more headlines.
Rockstar's shaking in their boots.
Survive a land ruled by dragons. The world of RuneScape comes to Nintendo Switch 2. An ancient power has awakened on the forgotten continent of Ashenfall. Explore a land infused with magic and uncover lost secrets on your journey to face the Dragon Queen. In this survival crafting adventure, delve into the mysteries of Ashenfall, amongst the ruins of fallen civilizations. On your expedition, harness the land's transformative magic to gather resources, craft gear, and build shelter. Then, step into battle, forge weapons, sharpen your skills, and face the danger that awaits.
Just because you don't like the game doesn't make them AI.
Unveil lost
Just because you like a game doesn't make it not AI.
Challenge dragons in RuneScape Dragon Wilds, launching on Nintendo Switch 2 September 15th. Get on board for these games. Customize your own avatar and play in the adorable world of Hello Kitty Partyland. Join the party with over 40 character-themed
minute
minigames
direct. We've done 35
and
minutes.
several
Nintendo,
board
you're on
games.
very thin ice.
There are over 140 Sanrio characters to meet. Plus, you can choose from 16 partner characters, collect stickers, and so much more. Hello Kitty Partyland launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch October 29th.
So let's get down there and finish the job.
Blast off for adventure across the Lilat system with Fox McCloud and his crew.
Well done, Fox.
A battle for the fate of the galaxy begins. Star Fox launches on Nintendo Switch 2, June 25th. A free demo that includes a tutorial and one of the game's opening stages will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Alright, I'll know that.
Hope resonates within the crystals.
Hope? Ooh. What's on to hope here? Ugh.
Get ready for the first Final Fantasy game in HD 2D, Final Fantasy Resonance. This is Lapis, a vast world that has prospered through the power of crystals. But after the invasion of the Veritas, this once thriving world lies on the brink of annihilation. Now Rain, a knight of Grandshelt, must journey across the realm with his companions to stop the Veritas.
What do you want a Sonic Central for already? We got
In
Sonic
thrilling
Pico Pop,
turn-based
gamer guy.
battles, call
Pico
upon
Pop.
visions, iconic Final
Okay,
Fantasy
like,
heroes
let's
from
stop
other
acting like
worlds
we got nothing.
to
We got
take down
Pico Pop.
monsters. Can you uncover the truth behind the Veritas and the secrets the
8-bit Sonic.
crystals hold?
With green eyes.
Final Fantasy Resonance launches on the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems October 22nd. A weird, whimsical world is waiting. Piku Niku returns in a new 3D puzzle exploration adventure. What do giant fruit, malevolent robot frogs,
why, but that
and an
name sounds
all-powerful
racist.
potato
Piku
have in
Niku?
common? Nothing.
Don't call
Other
me
than
no
a
fucking
shadowy
Piku Niku.
conspiracy, of course. Meet a
Sounds like a
cavalcade of
Japanese,
curious
like,
characters,
slur for a black
each with
guy.
their own problems
Piku
and
Niku.
puzzles to solve.
Piku Niku.
But beneath
call me no
this
Piku
seemingly
Niku.
happy world lies a sinister plot to squeeze the locals for
Discrimination is
all
what
their
that
worth.
is.
Time to join the resistance by using Piku's surprising
not the
abilities.
resistance I wanna join,
Help solve
okay?
the people's problems in
This don't
surprising
look
and
like forces.
downright
Well, I don't wanna join that
oddball
resistance
ways.
either.
Feeling baffled
don't
by
look
these
like Thank
affable
Leia.
denizens? Embrace these strange encounters and bring about an ultimate understanding. And in this sequel, navigate and explore in full 3D as you discover the secrets of this vivid, colorful world. Get ready to
Pikmin,
wander,
one less that's
solve,
crazy.
and gossip in Piku Niku 2.
Isn't that- wouldn't it be
launching on
one
Nintendo
extra?
Switch 2 next year.
Chromosome. Isn't that? No.
Prepare for an all-new monster-filled adventure.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Good
Two
old
girls
fashioned
find themselves
babies.
lost in the kingdom of Witherwood. There, they gain the power to turn monsters into friends. Spot
Can you
a
do
monster you
Eggman Land under
fancy?
10 minutes for
Scout
donation?
it.
This is not a song that had your channel. But the quickest I've done Eggman Land was under 15. I haven't done it under 10.
Win it over and it'll fight by your side. And that's not all. Synthesize two monsters to create more powerful allies. Now, take on the most fearsome of foes with a team that's uniquely your own. Adventure is calling, and it's monstrously fun. Dragon Quest Monsters, the Withered World.
The Withered World.
About time you got here.
Sonic Rivals 2? Nine minutes left.
Upon the ancient blood sovereign's honor. We are monsters, each vying for blood.
Ah, you're finally here. Worthy spirit.
The Dusk Bloods from Software. Okay.
How was that? Next, we have more news about an upcoming treasure hunting game.
Treasure hunting. SA2 fans, it's your time.
Hey
Hey everyone, here's some fresh news about Splatoon Raiders, a new single-player focused adventure.
Is that a VMU?
Check out this neat little
Did
place.
he
The
was
hideout
wearing
ship
like
out on the water.
an Inkling VMU.
There's Deep
Look
Cut,
at that, he's got
a
a
trio
VMU.
of swashbuckling musicians.
That's crazy.
And this scrappy individual, that's you. Let's call this handy youth the mechanic. The four of them are using the hideout ship as their hub, hunting for treasure across these landmasses, the Spiralite Islands.
Spiralite Islands?
All right, time for a quick dive. Looks like the treasure they're after is at the base of those lights. But there's a bunch of aggressive creatures called salmonids in the way. And when you get too close, they'll attack immediately.
So it's basically like the single player game.
The salmonids aren't pushovers either, so you shouldn't go it alone.
I love the single player between.
That's where this comes in, the exploration bot. A member of Deep Cut pilots it during your treasure hunts and attacks automatically. Launches you in the air for extra height. And even gets out of the bot to unleash special moves like this. You'll also get support in the form of gadgets. There's one that continuously fires ink after it's placed. Another that slices through enemies. Another that spins ink around you, and more. And the best part, you can use them together. It'd be nice if that made things easier, though. So to recap, do not underestimate the salmonids. Yikes, this is tougher than it looks. But the salmonids aren't the only powerful ones around here. Through battles, you, the mechanic, will also get stronger by leveling up. And you can customize all sorts of upgrades to fit your playstyle.
Maybe it just shows up.
Looks like time's up. There are even more details to cover in the upcoming Splatoon Raiders Direct, airing on June 30th. And in the smart device app Nintendo Today, see the story events leading up to Splatoon Raiders with daily comics ahead of launch. Plus, in collaboration with this game, there's going to be a special Splatfest in Splatoon 3. The theme looks like it's about Splatoon Raiders. Details will be announced here. Look out for more info in the future. Don't forget to check this out too. See ya!
Alright, 5 minutes left. Announce Arms 2 so you can break the internet. Okay. With Whale Hawkers DLC.
So what did you think? Splatoon Raiders is just around the corner. We'll also be releasing new Joy-Con 2 controllers inspired by Deep Cut. We hope you're looking forward to it. Let's see some more headlines.
Is that Chronos? What the fuck are they showing at the treehouse then? Because they got 4 minutes left.
Awaken your power.
Heed me, O kingless. Whosoever hath truly earned the greatest faith of the citizenry shall ascend to throne and crown by right of kings.
This is the United Kingdom of Uchronia, inhabited by 8 tribes. The next king shall be decided by the will of the people. By decree of the king, as his face floats in the sky, the tournament for the throne begins.
King is determined by the will of the people.
As the realm grapples with its first ever election, those vying for the throne put their plans into action.
Going into that shit.
As one of the throne's candidates, you'll travel across the kingdom, forging bonds with compelling characters along the way. Various enemies stand in your path.
This battle's ours.
There are monsters roaming this world.
You'll feel this one!
as well as other candidates, and strange beasts known as humans. Control your destiny and change the world
I get that humanity is evil, but damn.
ReFantazio, launching on the Nintendo Switch 2 system, November 12th. Create, explore, survive.
The Xbox Adventure was the
a dedicated Nintendo Switch 2 version of Minecraft
just that
is on the way.
Had two really amazing reveals.
Dig into your Minecraft adventure on Nintendo Switch 2 with support for vibrant visuals. And embark on a journey across a world with enhanced lighting and shadow effects. Plus, Nintendo Switch worlds can be carried over, so you can pick up right where you left off. What will you create next? Minecraft launches on Nintendo Switch 2 this year.
48 minutes. There's 2 minutes left, Nintendo. You're on thin ice. This is where Frontier's Definitive Edition will get revealed, like 5 seconds. This song's fire though. Why is it a Tomb Raider celebration? Barely read these logos in time for the PlayStation movie. So we got one big reveal left basically after this section is over. Get this boxing through. It would be so crazy if the final reveal was Sonic, and then the treehouse is about Sonic. That would be hilarious. Yeah, this song, I'm gonna need a link to this song. It's kind of heat. Someone said this will have to
the battle of light and darkness approaches.
Mickey Mouse?
Filled with memorable adventures, 3 collections of Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Wait, 3 collections?
Through iconic Disney and Pixar worlds. Befriend all sorts of magical allies. And battle enemies in action RPG combat. Relive these stories or experience them for the first time alongside Sora and his friends as they fight the darkness. If you have the cloud versions on Nintendo Switch, you can transfer your existing save data to these Nintendo Switch 2 games.
They did a cloud version of that.
These 3 collections launch on Nintendo Switch 2, October 8th. A bundle with all 3 compilations, Kingdom Hearts Collection 1 through 3, also launches October 8th. Additionally, a free demo of Kingdom Hearts 3 plus Remind will be available later today on Nintendo eShop.
Man, they got everything in there. Okay, 1 reveal left, I'm assuming.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で、私たちが定義する光と闇を具現化したものは存在しなかった。でもそれを定義するものがこの世界に来たことで、この世界にも私たちの定義する。
I don't play Kingdom Hearts, so I'd have no idea. Available at launch on Switch 2. Was that an exclusive or?
How was that? Next is our last announcement.
Oh, there's another one?
Please take a look.
I thought that was gonna be lost.
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by
Is it really an
beings of
Ocarina of Time
supreme
remake?
divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest.
And we know what the treehouse is gonna be about.
Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Look, it's Zelda. They just called it Ocarina of Time, no like remake name. Okay.
The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of
Someone said
Time
yes,
will be
not
reborn
cel-shaded
on
slot.
Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm not the biggest fan of
More
cel-shaded,
details
I'm gonna
will be
lie.
announced in the future, so please look forward to them. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Earlier this year, Devon-san was appointed as the new president of Nintendo of America.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
We'd like to conclude this presentation with a few words from Devon-san. Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Koizumi-san. Hi, everyone. I'm Devin Pritchard, and
Wait,
after
it's a
20
woman?
years at Nintendo,
I
one of
didn't
my
even know
favorite
that.
things about gaming is still that moment I get to try something new. I watch the trailers, I hear about a game, but the moment I pick up a controller, that's when it all comes together. And for me, that's what games have always been about. Those little moments that surprise me and allow me to immerse myself in different worlds. You can read about a game, you can watch a trailer, but nothing beats seeing it for yourself. And that's a big part of what Nintendo Treehouse Live is about. Getting a closer look, hearing from the teams, and spending more time with the games themselves. So let's get to it. We've got a new Nintendo Treehouse Live ready to go, with a few games I hope you find interesting. And if you enjoyed Splatoon Raiders in today's Nintendo Direct, this July at San Diego Comic-Con, we'll have the game playable on the show floor. Because at the end of the day, I think the best way to understand a game is to pick up the controller and play. Thanks for watching.
Really?
I'm really
wouldn't say
looking
the
forward
best
to
way to
sharing more of
understand a
what
game is
I
to
love
see a
about
CGI
games
teaser
and
with
bringing
no
those
gameplay?
experiences to
'Cause
all
I
of
always
you.
understood games well. with
And
the
now
game
it's
with
time
CGI
for
teaser
Treehouse
with no
Live.
gameplay.
Over to you, Teen.
Twilight fans look you dead in your face and still say this anniversary's better
Hi
than the
everyone,
15th.
welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live. My name is Teresa and I'm joined here by Gab, Dan, and Rob. We're here to talk about Star Fox, coming out June 25th. It is a cinematic shooter. We're gonna focus on the single player game, and then we'll go into the multiplayer in a later
Yeah, we're
segment.
not watching
But Dan, why don't you
Treehouse.
take us away?
Yeah, we're going to start right out here in this new cinema scene, right on the Star Fox.
Oh my
Ridge,
god, what was that
Ridge of
direct?
Fox, which
Oh my days. Huh. Oh my lord. Man. I mean, I'm sure Kingdom Hearts fans are happy at least, so. Oh my god. guys waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4 for ages? Wasn't it like one of those Half-Life 3 SA3 type games? I mean, I'm not even mad because I got a Crazy Taxi trailer. Not today, obviously, but I got one. So even this direct being made, I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. I just want my Crazy Taxi. I want my Crazy Taxi. Oh my god. I'm just so glad I'm getting Crazy Taxi. I'm so glad, man. Like, Ubisoft really pissed me off with that Prince of Persia shit, so bringing back Crazy Taxi was what I needed. Maybe Frontiers Definitive Edition got delayed. Maybe it was supposed to come out in June and it's not ready. So they're gonna put it out in November. The same day as GTA 6. Because Sega don't give a fuck. Is it confirmed that Frontiers Definitive Edition is a Switch 2 exclusive? Because if it's a Switch 2 exclusive, that would explain why they're not making a big fuss. Because if it's only on Switch 2, that means they're not adding anything significant. Because if they were adding something significant, they put it on everything. If it's simply just, hey, it runs on Nintendo hardware, but it's not running at 30 FPS anymore, then why even be bothered? The only reason you'd be bothered is if they're adding something. If it's literally just, hey, it's 60 FPS for Nintendo fans, Nintendo fans pretend they don't even care about 60 FPS anyway. Until a game they like gets remastered in 60, then all of a sudden they care again. Like, if that's the only change, then what are we waiting for anyway? Anything good at the Direct? Kingdom Hearts 4 got revealed. For those who care about that. It's probably going to be a quick announcement on the 23rd where it drops same day. I mean, if it's literally just a frame rate bump and no other change, they're not going to make a big fuss about that. Just shadow drop a trailer and here, go and buy it on Switch 2. $10 upgrade for those who bought on Switch 1. People on other superior hardware, there's nothing new here, kind of thing. Well, I watched it. Oh shit, I forgot about the Crazy Taxi game. You see? I was about to end the stream. Yeah, let me see. See? See, I was bored. You just gave. You see? You see? I was losing my mind. No one was gonna remind me there was gameplay. 8 minutes. Oh, look at this soppy shit. Look at it. Look at this soppy shit. Look at this. This video was recorded before the AI disclaimer was revealed. This will be covered on the What Culture Gaming Podcast and social posts about Crazy Taxi World Tour. Don't take our excitement seriously, guys. We didn't know there was AI in the video game. Please don't be mad at us for being excited. Please, pretty please, pretty please. We didn't know there was AI in it. I mean, it's only code. Oh, what some lame shit. Oh my god. Let's just look at the gameplay, man. No 4K option, but we'll make it work.
What Culture Gaming is here at Summer Game Fest, and we've just seen a pretty big game.
The pieces out, dropping them. Drop fewer than 20 pieces. Oh, even the additional missions look fire. Look at this. The HUD looks fire, the missions. You got the green arrow.
Devon, what have you seen?
So we went to a hands-off presentation for Crazy Taxi World Tour.
Oh, what's that name?
Yeah, it's World Tour.
Oh.
It is going to, they weren't super
Is that a world tour or your girls tour?
West Coast map from the first, like the arcade games and the...
Sega so shit at marketing, they say all the big announcements for an event only Sonic fans watch. But Definitive Edition Frontiers, is it even a big thing if it's just for Switch 2? If it's a frame rate bump, then who cares? Right? If it's not like we're adding shit, then... Like, they revealed the Crossroads DLC and Sonic Pico Park at Summer Game Fest. If they had a big remaster to reveal right now, they probably would have just revealed it there as well. They got nothing. They got nothing, okay? Frontiers Definitive Edition might not even come out until like end of the year. They might drop it in like a September direct, and then it comes out like October. Like, who knows?
Console ports and all that, but
what about the IGN Live thing? It was just like a Roger interview. It was just talking about, you know, being a VA and all that shit.
They teased that they would represent 5 continents.
It's still something to promote a Nintendo Direct. Well, I mean, if it's not ready yet, if it's just a 60 FPS bump and say it's not coming out until October, why announce it in June? It's just a frame rate bump. If it's a Switch 2 edition, here the frame rate's better. Like, they're not going to give it like a long runway. Now, if they added a bunch of shit and it's like, we want to show off what we added, then yeah, you'd reveal it. But when they drop the crosswalls and the Pico part, they're telling you this is what we got for the year. Like, or at least this is what we got for the summer. Like they don't have anything. If it's not ready yet and it's only an FPS bump, then they're working too slow. Well, I mean, I guess it's your fault for only playing on Nintendo, because playing Frontiers at 30 FPS, that couldn't be me. I'm sorry. But, like, again, if next year is Frontiers 2, you know, it might even be a case where they just bundle it with Frontiers 2 as an excuse to charge $80 or some shit.
Okay. In the game. So it's
Ooh,
meant
nighttime.
to be, you're traveling, you're doing crazy taxi stuff with all kinds of different taxi systems across the world.
Oh, God. 1080p is not doing this game justice. In 4K, 144 hertz, this is going to go crazy.
It is such an odd thing to see Crazy Taxi with really good graphics.
Yeah, because I'm used to it being such a stylized,
yeah,
pop, colourful vibe. PS
Seems a bit slow though. I don't know. Like, I feel like it should be faster than it. Like, Crazy Taxi was fast.
One era.
It's odd
situation.
because
I don't know. Like, let me take a look.
What go-to game is?
Crazy Taxi 2 Dreamcast gameplay. Oh, sorry, copyright. I want to hear the music so fucking bad. Is it faster? I don't know. It felt faster. Maybe because I was a kid. Maybe it's not faster.
across the world, it is such an odd thing to see Crazy.
I don't know. Maybe it's not faster. Okay.
Taxi with really good graphics.
Yeah, because I'm used to it being such a stylized,
yeah,
pop, colourful vibe, PS1 era.
It's odd
situation.
because it still has that in a way, even though it is fairly realistic graphics. It has lost a bit of that cartooniness, but it hasn't lost the cartooniness with the actual gameplay.
Okay.
The gameplay is still very silly, and you're boosting and you're doing very silly missions, and there's a lot more to it now than just taking passengers place to place. You're doing stuff like a side quest to deliver pizza.
Oh, okay, that's
There's
cool.
a
Yeah, I like
fishing mini game.
I'm sorry, what?
Where you have to fish by, like, you have a guy standing in the car and he's fishing, and you have to do like power boosts backwards to reel the fish in with perfect timing.
What?
And they
Oh yeah, San Fran is in here as well. So SA2 fans, lock in.
said there's a lot of weird stuff like that.
What is Crazy Taxi about? I mean, I feel like the name alone probably just explains all of it. Then again, you might be young. Let me say it in a way that you might understand. Think of it as Crazy Uber. Taxi, people don't even know what that is anymore.
In mini games across the game.
Oh my god.
It's incredible.
Like, what the fuck is a taxi?
One thing
I've
that
never
really
called it
stood out to
taxi
me also
before. I
was
know
the
they call
music.
Uber.
Oh yeah, you told me about this. This I'm very excited for.
I'm someone who played so much of like Burnout, Need for Speed, Tony Hawk, and all of those had that iconic sort of alty early 2000s
like pop punk, bit of
Yeah.
ska kind of thing.
And as soon as they booted up the game, The Offspring was playing, and then Bad Religion, and I just thought, we're so back.
I'm loving this era now where it's like, for some reason, millennial 2000s core is just returning.
Yeah, it's back.
And it's the kind of game where it's like, this is the perfect place for
Yes.
it. Yes.
And
But they don't even know what's in the original.
But someone even brought it up in the Q&A afterwards. And so during the hands-off, A designer from the original game is working on World Tour. So he was there talking about a little bit about the original Crazy Taxi, how it was like inspired by car chases and movies. They wanted to do more than just racing, and they wanted to expand that even more with this version of the game. But when he got asked about the music, he was just like, well, we had to. Of course we had to put the Offspring in Crazy Taxi. What are you talking about?
You idiot.
Yeah, come on. Something that really stood out to me as well is because I used to play Crazy Taxi a lot. I had it for the GameCube. I loved it. But one thing about it was I could only kind of play it in short bursts. Because, I mean, it was originally an arcade game. It was meant to be, you put in your quarters, and for the time allotted, you do however well you do. Maybe you put in more to continue, but it's not one that I was sitting down and playing for like 10 hours.
No, of course.
The other thing that they're really trying to do with it, besides expanding stuff like gameplay modes, is adding more to the world and lore and characters of Crazy Taxi. So Crazy Taxi has lore now.
So you can keep playing it for longer, basically.
I don't know a ton of what it is yet, but it has all the same iconic characters from Crazy Taxi in it, plus a lot of new side characters. And I can't wait to learn what Crazy Taxi lore consists of. The lore for the world of the people.
I hope it's deep and nonsense and some like anime style
which
levels
it's
of
almost
lore.
guaranteed to be.
Yes.
Some of the side quests reminded me a little bit of the ones in like the Like a Dragon series,
Oh
where
my
they're
God.
very quirky and strange. There's also just a lot of little details that I really appreciated. You can shift time of day now in the map. There's a night mode, and you can also pick like morning, afternoon, evening. There's lots of little details like that. They're adding in a lot more dialogue than previous games have had. It feels like a game I could sit down and play for a lot longer than I could the originals.
Now,
that's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear that you could play it longer, like they fleshed out the gaming modes. Because you don't want it to just be like, you play it for an hour and then it's done.
I have a question. Obviously, we now live in a time where taxis have changed since Crazy Taxi.
They have.
How are they factoring things like Uber's existence into the game?
You don't have the stupid like little screen in it where it like shows you trivia in the back of the Uber or anything like that. It's still the old style taxi where they just hop in.
Right, okay.
When we were watching some of the hands-off gameplay, also the passengers are really reactive. Like the guy who was running the demo, at one point the lady just hopped out. And yeah, there's lots of that fun cartoony style driving still where you can just plow through stuff, you can take ramps over buildings, you can terrorize your customer wholeheartedly, and it's awesome.
I do love this sort of thing where, with the period of time where games kind of rebooted themselves from the old times and they were just nothing like the original.
Yeah.
Even Skate kind of did that recently.
Yeah.
But now there are games that come in that are like, we know what we were.
Yes.
And we are sticking to what we were and just expanding the scope.
We don't want to stop being crazy. We're just gonna get crazier. And there's lore now.
There's gotta be a fucking mission mode though. There's gotta be a mission. Although they're kind of integrating the missions into the main gameplay, so in a way it still works.
I thought you were going to say we're just going to get Taxier.
Well, I should have.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I dropped the ball.
Say it.
What was it? It's not gonna get crazier, it's just gonna get taxier, or...
We're still going to be crazy.
Yeah, we're just gonna be taxier. Too taxi, too crazy, etc. It also almost reminded me a little bit of Burnout Paradise.
Burnout Paradise, greatest racing game ever.
In the meantime, you have, well, when you're not doing the original arcade mode, you can kind of just free roam to look around for missions and stuff and go through the map.
Can you run people over?
You can kind of just free roam to look around for missions and stuff and go through.
They're supposed to run away so quickly that you can't run them over, but here they just kind of run them over.
You can kind of just free roam to look around for missions and stuff and go through the map, which is also a great way to just freely go through.
What's my prediction for the other 4 cities? Is it 5 cities confirmed? There better be at least one Asian city in there. And there better be London. You know, like I need those.
And look for short.
If they had the balls, they'll do something in Africa as well, but they probably won't.
Cuts and all that stuff. But yeah, just being able.
I mean, if it's a world tour, you're gonna have something in America. You're gonna have something in Europe. You're gonna have something in Asia, right? They should do something in Africa, realistically speaking. But you know, how many continents are there? Like 7? Isn't one of them like Antarctica? Like they gotta do Africa, right?
To go around, there were some things that I didn't quite understand the context of. Like, in some of it, the passengers, like, or the people with missions, they would be different color coded, and I don't know what those meant. They
You
did
talking about the difficulty levels of the missions? That's what the colors are, right?
not tell us, but I think there's a little bit more to the people you're picking up or something, like whether it determines how hard it'll be, I don't know. And they also said they couldn't get too much into it, but there will be multiplayer.
Okay.
Online?
They didn't say much more than that, except it exists, and they know people want it real bad. So that's all I really know on that front. But I assume they made it sound like they want it to be pretty accessible to people.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like cross-pay level accessible, but probably over the internet.
I can see what you're saying.
I can even see there being a matchmaking thing, but that's also just me speculating. But they were very into the idea of integrating multiplayer into the game as well.
It's a really interesting thing as well, because like, we've known about this game for a while, for a few weeks now.
Yeah.
And we're shooting this before it's even announced yet.
Yeah.
Like, the game has not been revealed.
Yeah.
We're just here at Summer Game Fest. We've known for a few weeks it's coming, and we had to rely on the podcast and things like, yeah, we don't know what games are here. We knew. We knew a few.
We knew.
But you didn't know about the AI, did you? So now you have to retract all your statements and say the game looks like slop. That'll be interesting to see. Is there any more gameplay? That's the trailer. Oh, GameSpot's got one. Let's see that.
Okay, not actually play Offspring's on the soundtrack as a game. It's like the entire first game, and also like an entirely new game. And yeah. Offspring's on the soundtrack, as well as Bad Religion. To say this up front, I did not actually play the game. Instead, I watched a live demo played by the developers in front of me. So I got to see this thing in action, full force. Okay, so I got 3 major takeaways. First, it's the whole first game, all of the characters, the West Coast San Francisco map, but it is World Tour, so that means you're going to travel around the world and see a bunch of new big maps. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to see those other maps. All they said was there are several continents in the world, so expect a map for several, for each continent. I don't know if it's 7.
All right, so they're mentioning the different continents, so they better do Africa.
There's 7 continents. I think they said 5. Don't quote me, but what I saw of San Francisco is quite literally the modernized version of the original arcade game. So the one thing they did during the presentation to really show...
There was a really nice location in Crazy Taxi 3. Like, I think it was at nighttime. I forgot which location it was, but I remember it being really fucking beautiful.
How much they're doing to make this game feel authentic but modernized. They showed the original game.
What did the AI do? They used it to help them code. It's very simple. Like, anyone who codes knows that they can use AI to help them with their coding, speed up the process. It's not like assets or anything like that, although you technically could use that, but they didn't say they used it for that. They just used it to help them code.
And then they showed the new one, and it really was like seeing a completely graphically remade, overhauled version of the first one with all of its wacky physics, all of its like, all the way in which like cars just fly into the air if you drive into them. But it's less arcadey in the sense that there's chillness to it. You can actually drive around in an open world setting and not have to be constantly delivering people to their locations. But when it happens, when it kicks off, Offspring starts, the pop punk bands...
They confirmed an arcade mode as well though, right?
Riff, and you're doing the whole thing you probably know very well from Crazy Taxi. Second part. This is gonna sound weird, but they put a lot of emphasis on lore and world building. This time around, the drivers are talking.
The arcade mode could be seen on the Steam screenshots. Oh, they've clarified. Ooh, let's see. Following generative AI controversy, Crazy Taxi World fully clarifies how the tech is being used. Everything is being made by actual humans. Disclosure was vague. It wasn't used to replace actors' performances. It was used during the development of background assets. As some game fans offer more details. Oh, no. We use that as a reference. So artists will pull up and generate some of their ideas, and they will look at that generated image, and they will draw the actual thing. So they just use the AI to come up with the idea and then remake it, basically. As I was saying, that's one of the ways you could use AI. Use as a reference. Okay, so they're not saying they used it to code itself. They're saying that they used it for visual, like art ideas, and then they redid them. As a reference. Okay, so yeah, I don't know why they snitched on themselves because no one's gonna be able to tell if you redid them anyway. But well, I guess you snitched on yourself, so I guess you have to deal with the backlash that comes with being honest. Could have just lied like everyone else. Yeah, this looks really nice. Really nice. Oh my god. Yeah. I can't wait to play this in 4K. I might have to play this on the TV, you know. I might have to play this on the fucking TV. I need to get like an OLED TV or something. Yeah. These screenshots look good. Who said that there was an arcade screenshot? I didn't see an arcade screenshot. Someone said it was on the Steam page, but I don't see that. Maybe I'm missing it. Oh, you mean in the HUD? Oh, right. That only shows up in arcade mode. Okay, yeah, you got the timer. Okay, yeah. I was thinking about a menu for some reason. Extreme driving, World Tour campaign, modernizing the classic. Yeah. All right, let's go back to the video.
They really wanted to build a world and make sure that the people were alive and like
I hope the modding scene explodes for this. At least for Crazy Taxi, please. Can we have at least?
And had backstories. It sounds counterintuitive
At least in a
to an
white
arcade
car.
game, but I think it's going to make the game more fun. Another thing they really wanted to emphasize was making sure the world felt alive. So, like the original game, it's very populated. There are people running everywhere. There's a lot of cars, but it was kind of impressive to see how populated at every single moment the game was. There's just like the screen is filled with characters, filled with NPCs, filled with cars, filled with
very
destructible
populated,
stuff.
yeah.
And it was really impressive to see them take that specific element from the original arcade game and kind of multiply it and, you know, punch it up into something really cool. And then lastly, the thing I can talk about is fishing. And the third thing is there's a fishing game. There's a fishing game. You fish in Crazy Taxi. And how you do it is absolutely absurd. And to quote the director, he said, "It's very stupid." And it is. And it's great. What happens is
said that.
you pick up a fisherman and he gets in the back of your car and you have to drive at the edge of the water. Like there's a pier that you drive on. You have to use the car stop and go and sort of like turbo mechanics to go and come to an immediate stop, in which then that propels the fisherman's hook into the water, and then you have to kind of do a mini fishing game of backing up and like stopping at the right time to be able to pull the reel back in. And he's just not fishing for normal things. First time, he pulled on an octopus. The second time, a whole damn shark. Like I said, the director said it's very stupid, and that's kind of emblematic of the attitude they're taking. And a note on the director, it's the original dude from the first game. It's the original director from the first game. He's overseeing this project as a creative producer, and his whole pitch for why he's doing it now, whether this is true or not, he's like, the world is sad and the news sucks, so now felt like the right time to bring back something that would just make you smile. But let's talk
Thank
about
you,
the side
Wall, for
quest
sucking
stuff.
so we could get Crazy
One of the
Taxi.
side quests I saw was a pizza delivery guy who needed to deliver 20 giant stacked pizzas. He was holding an entire tower of pizza above his head while you were driving around the city and helping him deliver his pizzas. And that's where like the weird element of story comes in, because the pizza delivery guy had a name, which was Cheeseburger. But he seemed like he would be an ongoing character who would pop up all the time. The fact that it was like they were trying to give life to these people and leaning into the quirkiness, the craziness, the zaniness of it, feels like this game is really finding an identity in a modern era in a way that isn't going to take away from the original game. And that's kind of what makes this so much more like, yes, it is the original map, so one could just say it's like a remake, but they are doing a lot in a way that I never expected a Crazy Taxi game to do. The other thing they didn't show was multiplayer. They did make sure to say this game is really, the multiplayer is there for endgame, like to allow people to really just flex their ability to just drive around, but the emphasis is making sure that game feels good to play regardless. It's there if you want it, but it's not the agenda, is to, you know, thrust Crazy Taxi into a multiplayer sort of world. And they were talking about back in the day, it was just technologically more difficult to be able to do a game like Crazy Taxi as a multiplayer game, so now's the time. There's going to be new pop punk music. What is it going to be? I don't know. The director said there's going to be some surprises, but yes, Offspring and Bad Religion are back on the soundtrack.
So bigger soundtrack, makes sense.
We want that. Yeah. Crazy Taxi is coming out in 2027. For all the other Summer Game Fest jazz, you can stay here at GameSpot with me, Kurt and Davina, and others.
Alright. Does anyone else got any Xbox Fan Fest crowd reaction? No, that's just the trailer. Anyone else who actually got access to it? No, that's a reaction. What's a news video? Oh, they got a comparison? Gamers Fan got a graphics comparison? Let me see that. This is sponsored, so that means he might have access. Let me see.
Hey, there's a new Crazy Taxi, and it's looking great. Now, even though it seems a lot of the trailer was pre-rendered, there are still a few gameplay scenes in there too. And since at least this one map is still based on San Francisco, let's see how much better it looks now compared to the original game.
Oh, the memories.
Well, that was quick, so how about one more time at half speed at full scale?
Yeah, they really recreated the same map. You can see the areas. Yep, the ramp over there. God, oh my God, it's Crazy Taxi, man. It's Crazy Taxi. They gonna have all the sound effects too.
Yeah, it's quite the improvement, huh? And did you catch that new rear view mirror that appears to actually work? Pretty cool stuff.
Oh shit, it works. That's insane. Alright, what else we got?
Welcome back to the channel.
Oh yeah, for the record, the Crazy Taxi trailer got 1 million views. Okay, like Crazy Taxi is still popping off. Persona 6 only got 17k. The Sonic trailer only got 22k. Well, to be fair, Tupac got 1.5 mil. Look at that. To be fair, they posted the Summer Game Fest trailer on the official channel, so it's probably got more views. Even then, only 209k. Only 209k. I mean, Pico Ball got 74k. Gamer Guy said no one cared about Crazy Taxi. As far as I'm concerned, it sounds like people really care about Crazy Taxi.
So today we got to talk about a pretty big one, Crazy Taxi. It's back, Crazy Taxi World Tour. So I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited for this because Crazy Taxi back in the 90s was
new
amazing.
gameplay here?
Like Sega was the king of the arcades.
Is there any new gameplay here?
There's some firsts for the series.
It says it's sponsored. I was expecting some gameplay. Let's ask AI to summarize the video. Okay. PS5, Xbox. Oh, it's coming to Switch too. Single player campaign, multiplayer, online modes, car customization. Ooh, car customization. And then arcade mode. Okay. Let me see about this customization.
We also have a multiplayer mode where you can play with.
Is this guy really sponsored? Well, he said he was, and he's got 183k subs. And I know that they sent emails to some creators. So,
or against your friends. So this sounds like it's going to be competitive in the sense that there's going to be a lot of customization options. And the way it sounds like, obviously, there'll be like stuff that you can change the look of your vehicle and whatnot. But the reason I think it's going to be like competitive is there's going to be like car tuning and things like that. So, you know, making your car faster, stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure.
If it was faster, that would be great. I need a speed bump. Yeah, I mean, Crazy Taxi is goated. It's a top 3 Sega franchise. Argue with your mama. Top 3 Sega franchises is Sonic, Monkey Ball, and Crazy Taxi. That's my top 3 Sega franchises. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. Anyway. We like Crazy Taxi. It's just fun making fun of how Prem's tastes are still in 2006. Crazy Taxi was before 2006. And most of the games you guys like are franchises that are old as well. Donkey Kong is older than all of you in the chat. None of you in the chat are older than Donkey Kong. When did the first Kingdom Hearts come out? 2002. So like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, because like everyone playing Mario's from the 80s, Sonic from the 90s, Kingdom Hearts is 02, and the characters in that game, Mickey Mouse is from the fucking 1930s. So like, don't act like I'm the only one that like old shit. Like all these, the Spider-Man's from the 1960s. Spider-Man came out in the 60s, right? So like, all these franchises old as fuck. Okay? The same shit. They just, Ocarina of Time was from the 90s. They just remade that. So like, how many favorite franchises do you have that actually like started as franchises in the last 10 years? What was the last brand new franchise to come out that everyone loved? Cuphead was what, 2017? Assassin's Creed was 2009. Back when we loved it. Like what? What's the biggest franchise that's recent? Like it's new, like it came out in recent years. You know? I don't even know what it is. Most of the big games are long-running franchises now. Except for like indie titles and things like that. Splatoon, even Splatoon is over 10 years old now. Even Splatoon is like, yeah, 11 years now. Yeah, 11 years. Even that's over a decade. Fortnite, 9 years now. I think it's 9 years. Yeah, about 9 years. Yeah, so most of the big franchises are old. And Crazy Taxi is so old that by the time they finally came back, taxis weren't even a thing anymore. Everyone's using Uber. That's crazy. I guess that's why it works. You had Crazy Taxi in 99, Crazy Taxi 2, 2001, Crazy Taxi 3 High Roller 2002, and then a bunch of mid shit that wasn't actually real Crazy Taxi. Just a bunch of shite phone games that had nothing to do with like, well actually I think Fair Wars was the phone game, or City Rush was the phone game. The point is, all of this is skippable. Then you go to Crazy Taxi World Tour. Yeah. So yeah. The point is, we are ready for Crazy Taxi. You know, if Criterion could get on their shit and give us Burnout Paradise 2, maybe we could be onto something, but, you know. Like, I just hate when a good franchise just gets put on ice for too long. Like, I'm not saying you need to shit them out like Assassin's Creed every year. But at the same time, though, like, you can't just abandon Heat, okay? Like, Burnout, man. Prince of Persia, man, like, you can't just abandon Heat. There needs to be like a law that says if you don't make a new game in your franchise for 10 years, then it enters the public domain. If you don't make a new game in your franchise after 10 years, then someone else allowed to do it without paying you. That shit enters the public domain. You better make some new shit, otherwise you don't care. You want to keep your copyright? Make a new game. The fuck? Yeah, I miss Prince. I'm so pissed at Ubisoft for abandoning Prince of Persia. Like, you don't understand. That actually pissed me the fuck off. I didn't even buy the latest Assassin's Creed. I'm just so mad at them. Ugh, God. Anyway, man. We out. I don't know if there's any more events to look forward to. If there are, I might take a look. I don't know. If Frontier's Definitive Edition is just a Switch 2 version of the game, then there's nothing to talk about. If it's actually adding new content, then I guess we'll talk about it when it happens. Did I complete the Prince of Persia Metroidvania? No. No. I just want my 3D Prince of Persia. I mean, I enjoy 2D Prince of Persia, but I was tired of the circle jerking, honestly. Like, the remake fiasco, they couldn't remake a fucking PS2 game. They had to shelf a remake of a PS2 game? And we're supposed to believe that these people are competent? What's the background music? I made it myself. Prince of Persia peaked in the PS2 era. Well, the PS3 had Forgotten Sands, and that was goated, so it was still peaking then. Anyway. Oh. I need to take a nap or something. Oh. I think someone said before that the Switch 2 is suffering in software because they don't have Wii U games to port over. That's hilarious, but I honestly see where they're coming from. Switch 1, all they had to do is just take a bunch of Wii U games and say, here, play it again. And by again, I mean for the first time, because you niggas didn't buy a Wii U. You know? It's like everything was basically new to most of the Switch buyers because they didn't buy a Wii U. Now they can't do that. And the Switch 2 is backwards compatible. They gonna work out for him. Alright, let me end this stream before I fall asleep on stream. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. Yeah, the Nintendo Direct was kind of forgettable, but who cares? Crazy Taxi's coming. Game of the Year 2027. We will be here for that. Yeah. It's your boy, PREMulous, Ram Gang. And I'm out.